What's happening, y'all, man? What's good, everybody? I'm working on a new intro. I'm just trying to figure out exactly what highlights I want to use for it. But y'all already know what time it is, man. It's the Malik Willis show, bro. That's what we here for. I mean, of course, you even see it at the bottom. If you already watching the stream, if you're watching, it's on NFL Network, and you already see it at the bottom. Hometown, Atlanta, Georgia. We know what we here for. But I'm interested in seeing what everybody else can do too, because Kenny Pickett is in my top 3. I'm big on Carson Strong. I'm also big on Matt Corral. Sam Howell and Desmond Ridder, nowhere near as much, but I'm gonna analyze all of them. I mean, of course, Matt Corral isn't playing, but I want to see what Bailey Zappe looks like stepping up to a higher level of competition. So I'm excited about watching all of these guys. And then, of course, we got to peep some of the other players outside of quarterback. But we're here for quarterback, and we're mostly here for Malik Willis on my stream. But yeah, we're going to take a look at everybody. We're going to see, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we need to look at some tight ends with Logan Thomas constantly getting hurt. And John Bates, I love him, but, you always want to have a backup plan type of thing. Could look at some offensive linemen, even though we have a great offensive line, but somehow all of them managed to get hurt, even the good backup. So you never know about that. Maybe a bruiser at running back. Always need receivers. I mean, with what we saw last year, Curtis Samuel couldn't get right. Always need receivers. So we got to take a look at a lot of people. Anybody that's popping, any receivers separating, making great catches, any defensive linemen penetrating, or, if we want to get some depth, some long-term depth, because, who knows if we're going to end up paying Tim Settle long-term? Who knows if we're even going to end up keeping Daron Payne, because you're going to give Jonathan Allen, Montez Sweat, Chase Young, and Daron Payne big money, all that money on just the defensive line alone. So we'll see. What's good, everybody? I see King Sean says second. I don't see who's first. It doesn't even show me, but what's good, whoever was first? Good King Sean, what's good? Luck, what's good? Derek? Oh, yeah, Derek. Yeah, I definitely got to hit you up. Jack Miller was good. Rashad was good. Ready to see if we go after one of these kids that will be playing today. I'm excited too, bro. I think, honestly, if we miss on Russell Wilson, the answer is Malik Willis to me. That's literally how it is. Of course, Deshaun Watson is best case scenario. Deshaun Watson gets all his stuff figured out. I don't know, pays everybody off. I don't know. And doesn't get banished from the league. Deshaun Watson's best case scenario. Then to me, Malik Willis is second just because how much you'll have to give up for Russell Wilson. And then Russell Wilson's my third. Those are my top 3 options. And with Malik Willis, I'm cool with bringing in like a Jameis Winston and start over him until you feel like Malik Willis is ready to start. So I'm cool with that. I'm really actually down for that. What's good? Christian Miller was good. Watching the Skulls Challenge on the TV between AFC and NFC. I haven't really peeped all those challenges yet. The only thing I've watched was the dodgeball game, which was pretty funny. But I gotta really tune in. I gotta support that because the skills challenges are more fun to watch than the actual Pro Bowl to me. So I want the NFL to know that. I want to give them as many views on that as possible so we can really emphasize that. Like with that little Chad Johnson, Steve Smith clip that came up this week from a while ago, I want more of that, like direct competition, who's better at what type of thing. So I'm supporting that for sure. I gotta check those out. I just haven't had the time the past couple of days. The name of uniforms, as long as we fix the pants, gotta realize we can't just sit around and not have a name. And change had to happen, and they didn't want it to resume. What's good, Webbo? They had to get as far away from the previous imagery as possible. They wanted to play it safe. They don't want to risk getting sued, any backlash. So most of the problems that come with the new identity is that they played it very safe, and it's very understandable. They don't want to deal with any legal backlash and nothing. They were like, we're gonna be as safe as possible with a lot of the things. I think pretty much they played it safe on everything except for having a black uniform. And the white uniform, they took some risk on there. But generally, everything else is just as safe as you could possibly get. Which I'm not too mad at. They probably still tweak the uniforms before the season starts. I hope so. Gut filler. April 28th, we'll be trading up for a quarterback. Hey, if we don't, miss out on Russell Wilson. Don't end up with Deshaun Watson. Let's do it. Was good. I hope they do jack because the pants are god awful. What's good, Justin? What's good, Jefferson? What's good, DeQuavius? Maybe a white jersey with black numbers, the red trim. If I see it, I'll see if I like it. I can't think of it in my head and know whether I like it or not. What's good, Rich? King Sean was good. Jack Miller, D. Doyley, captain. Somebody from the Jets is giving a passionate passionate speech right now. Oh, it's the Jets tight end coach. I like how they do the Senior Bowl, like how like the team with the first pick gets to like, that's really cool. Well, not the first pick, but one of the worst teams usually gets to coach the Senior Bowl, which is really cool. And they even have everybody in the hats. Like they had all the quarterbacks in Lions hats. You got Jets coaches over there and stuff. We have a few coaches over there as well, but like it really gets ran by the teams with the highest picks. Malik or Sam Marlin, Dave was good. Washington football. Dave Thomas was good. I know I'm behind. C-Mall practice was good. Everybody likes Willis now. Yeah, I am a little sad about everybody liking Willis now. Well, not everybody, but way more people do, and I'm scared because that does make it seem like, even though with the 11th pick, we're probably still going to have to trade up if we want to get him. But yeah, Wilson or Willis is the campaign. Again, Deshaun Watson is the obvious best case scenario, but that's so unlikely if he's able to pay everybody off, all of that type of stuff. So the obvious number one outside of Deshaun Watson is Willis or Wilson for me. Y'all saw Jonathan Allen recruiting Russell Wilson at the Pro Bowl. That's probably the best part about Jonathan Allen making the Pro Bowl, being able to recruit. Oh yeah, I like this team. Malik Willis, Sam Howell, Bailey Zappe. I'm rocking with that. I'm definitely rooting for the American team. Oh, I'm for sure rooting for the American team. My boy Bailey Zappe, Willis. I'm not huge on Sam Howell, but you know, Willis and Bailey Zappe. I'm sorry everybody whose comments I missed. I'm gonna get to him eventually, hopefully, but what is going on? What was that penetration? Great throw by Malik Willis to start the game off to the outside. Stop playing. You gotta catch that. Jonathan Allen better not get caught tampering. Hey, you end up with Russell Wilson, is worth it. As long as they don't take a pick, if they find this, it's worth it. Dan Snyder got it. He cool. He'll pay it off. I haven't even had a chance to eat yet, so now I'm eating. I gotta mute my mic. It's the first picks, but if they fired their coach, it goes to the closest team with a resigning head coach. Okay, bet. That's what I mean. It just always seems like it's always one of the top 2-3 pick teams, and I like that. It's kind of, it makes them more passionate about what's going on at the Senior Bowl. Like they really there looking for talent for real. Like, bro, we need to groom some of these guys. We definitely picking a few of these guys that are here right now. Man, I got so used to rooting against Brian Robinson, it's kind of weird rooting for him because he's on the American team, so I'm rooting for him. It's kind of hurting me to root for Brian Robinson. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's hurting my soul. Man, I've learned to hate Brian Robinson. The SEC championship, bro. Like the trickery on the kickoff, though. Yeah, I like it. She wasn't wearing any commander's gear. Nice scramble by Willis. Willis got some wheels. Hold on. I didn't see it yet. I'm seeing it now. Again, I don't care if y'all are ahead of me. I'm just having fun. I just need Malik Willis to slide, learn to slide. But again, like I've already said, he knows how to take a hit. He knows how to take a hit. He's built like Joe Mixon. He's literally built. Some people say describe him literally as Nick Chubb. Like, you know, like Russell Wilson, the difference between Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson, like Russell Wilson's like thicker and he can take a hit. That's literally Malik Willis, but probably even more. Like, so I'm not worried about him taking hits, but he definitely needs to learn how to slide. Like, please slide. Please, you're a franchise quarterback potentially. Even if that extra 5 yards, you know, it's nice, it's fun to look at, but I need you to slide and protect yourself. My boy Fat American with the donation. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Big time. Let the channel behave. To be honest, naming uniforms are growing on me. What you think of the pig mascot? Also, you all in for Russ? I am. Off rip, I like the uniforms. And then I'm only learning to like them more and more by day. Commanders, even before the name was announced, first of all, I already knew it wasn't going to be Red Wolves. And then my taste for things, I already knew I wasn't going to love the name. Because it's not designed for me to love the name. I'm a minority when it comes to a lot of things. Just in general. That throw was low by Malik Willis right there. So I didn't expect to love the name. I'm just glad it's something, you know, fairly simple. They played it safe. Eventually we'll embrace it. I think winning matters more than the name itself. I mean, it doesn't matter. We could have been the Yeah, that's a low throw, Malik. You got to throw that better so he can run after the catch. He said, Rico, what? No, I'm talking about my particular taste too, though. Like I'm Chad Johnson, Marshawn Lynch, Aqib Talib, Pac-Man Jones. So like, just to give you a feeling of how I look at the world. So like, I already knew the brand wasn't gonna be tailored to what I preferred. Malik Willis, please slide. Thank you, slide. So like, I didn't expect to love the name. I don't hate the name. It's pretty much what I expected it to be. And then like I said, over time, we're winning, I'll embrace the name more. But I already like the jerseys, and then with winning, we're just gonna like the jerseys more. Because seeing the jerseys is just gonna remind us of winning if we keep winning. And then yeah, Russell Wilson, I'm big on Russell Wilson. I'm down. Especially after somebody did the math. And I didn't know that Seattle would eat a lot of his cap. And so we could, over 2 years, the last 2 years of his contract, he would only be like a $26 million cap hit, which is crazy for Russell Wilson. That's a huge steal. I just think we'll have to end up giving up a lot of picks. Oh, Christian Miller, you tuned into the party chat stuff? Oh yeah, thank you for saying something. I gotta promote that. Make sure y'all, hold on, let me go find it. Hold on, let me go find my boy right now. Let me see. Hey, yo, BZ. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Make sure y'all go check out my boy. Where is it? Control C. I'm gonna pin it too. Make sure y'all go check out my boy, Ayo VZ's channel. Rich is literally just, he records the party chat. We talk about specific like topics. We talk about specific topics. Like if we started it sooner, we would have talked about the Brian Flores situation and things like that. But you'll see. Go. I put the link in the channel. I pinned the comment so everybody will see it. Just go check. It's literally just us in the party chat, but it's like a specific discussion we're having. It's not just us babbling for 8 hours a night like we normally do. It's like a concentrated 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of a specific topic or a debate and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely make sure y'all go peep that. It's our party chat, so y'all get to see me be more me instead of like professional street scores Rico that's chilling and very nice and humble. Y'all get to actually see me around hear me but hear me around my friends and stuff. So make sure y'all go peep that. And I don't know how we got the 2nd and 16. I missed that. He said, yeah, you get to see Rico from ATL. I don't know how we got the 2nd and 16 because I was too busy talking and trying to get the link stream, but I saw that. I'm glad he threw that pass out of bounds right there because you don't really see that on tape. Malik Willis taking the safe play, throwing it out of bounds, or a lot of check downs, but you saw him starting to do that in the Senior Bowl practices. I'm glad to see him do that in the Senior Bowl. If it's not there, throw it away. He had a terrible habit of just doing too much hero ball at Liberty and throwing it into triple coverage rather than just throwing it out of bounds and living to see another down. So we'll see what happens on 3rd and 16. Is that delay a game on him? Like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that was. I'm going to assume that's on the quarterback. They called false start, but the guy only moved because he looked up at the clock and noticed, like, bruh, we have 0 seconds left. We got to move. So I'm going to put that on Malik Willis. And again, I'm here for Malik Willis. Like that, I'm straight up here for Malik Willis. But at the same time, even though he's my favorite quarterback in this draft by far, I'm also going to be the most critical on him. I mean, he's from Atlanta. Like, I always criticize my own the hardest. Like, y'all like Lil Baby more than I do. I rock with Lil Baby, but I'm always going to criticize my own harder than I criticize others. So, Malik Willis, I'm on your head. I'm rooting for you, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm not mad at that screen pass call. I like that Malik Willis got it there in time to allow him to run after the catch. But at the same time, I prefer for them to trust Malik Willis and give us a chance to see what he can do on 3rd and long. But I'm not mad there. Russ's wife, you mean Sierra? Yeah, and we got to start referring to Sierra by her name because like she's from Atlanta too, and I'm not about to keep standing for this. Her name being Russ's wife. I'm not standing for that disrespect. She is her own person from Atlanta. So can we you seen the white jersey edit where I like the burgundy ones better. I know what you're talking about where they did the edit. Good special teams. I saw that one. I did like that better. You trusted Mayhew and Ron this offseason. We have no choice but to. My personality, I just don't hurt myself. I'm never going to walk around like, oh man, look at what we're dealing with. It's over with. There's no point of having hope. I'm always going to have hope. I'm just always one of those people. I'm always one of those people that it doesn't matter what I got to deal with. I'm looking at it optimistically, especially in the beginning of the season. Like, I just have to. He said future baby mama. Yeah, we just all kinds of disrespectful in the chat today, man. I wish Matt Corral was able to play here. I would have loved to have seen Matt Corral. Malik looking like a top 10 pick. I agree. Look at those ribs. Oh, I'm behind y'all. I haven't seen any ribs. Speaking of food, man, I have food, but I'm sitting here talking to y'all. I'm over here starving. Then again, talking to y'all, I eat less and get full sooner because I'm eating slower. So I'm going to end up technically having more food later on down the line because I'm not going to eat as much now. So it's kind of helping me, but. Daniel Jeremiah has Nakobe Dean as his 8th or 7th overall prospect. I love to hear it. I love to see it. I love to see it, my boy. I already know he's not coming to us, but I would love to get. You know my Georgia Bulldogs, man. I root for them to the end, bro. I still root for McCole Hardman. I root for Roquan Smith. I root for all of those guys, bro. What you think Jason Wright can do to win fans back? Win? That's it. It's not even. At this point, it's out of Jason Wright's hands. Because I don't think he has the type of control that he can change how bad the stadium is with the sewage water or whatever. I don't know. I'm speaking off of what I've seen on the internet. I haven't gone to a game in forever. I haven't been in Maryland, DMV area, period, in years. So, like, I can't speak on that personally. But I always hear that there's, like, sewage water and the stadium is old and run down or whatever. Now, the thing with the fans falling over the bar, that wasn't on the stadium. That was just too many people. Like, that was just over capacity, people leaning on a safety bar. Like, that was just stupid, period. I don't blame the stadium for that, but I think overall, from what I'm hearing, that the stadium is bad. I don't think Jason Wright can just fix the stadium himself. He was a part of the rebranding. He gave us a new name, a new jersey. Well, at least he was part of it. At this point, it's in Ron Rivera's hands. Like, is Ron Rivera, Mayhew, those guys for us to, to win the fans back. Everything else is set in stone. Now we just got to go out there and win, get a franchise quarterback and win. The Lions said to trade and they pick, we should consider getting 5 from the Jets. Hey, whatever we got to do. He said, I never had a bad experience at FedEx. I haven't had, like, the last time I went was like years ago, and it was like a really cold game, so I couldn't tell exactly what the elements were. Like, I was uncomfortable anyway because it was cold. So, like, I couldn't tell. But again, I can't speak on it because I haven't personally been to a game in years, so I'm not going to speak on how bad or not bad the stadium is. But from what I hear, people always say the stadium is, like, just bad on the internet. I don't know. It's usually other people's fans, though, so. Yes, sir. Nakobe, Mississippi game. Nakobe is from Mississippi, bro. I was so surprised when we got him. I remember watching his signing day announcement, and I thought we had a chance, but I didn't think we were leading. I was almost sure he was going to Mississippi State, or I forgot it was another top school like Texas or something, Ohio State, somebody. And I was like, Georgia has a chance, but I don't think he's going to pick us. So I was surprised when Nakobe Dean came to us, and I was really happy. That's a good throw on the screen, Kenny Pickett. That was a nice throw. And I don't want to say, like, I don't want people to think nice throw on a screen is just me, like, overhyping them. But some guys make screens look difficult. Dwayne Haskins made screens look difficult. Taylor Heinicke, even at times, made screens look difficult. Kenny Pickett and Malik Willis have thrown their screens effortlessly. Like, it looks smooth. I'm not going to necessarily say it's a great screen pass, because what is a great screen pass? But it looks smooth. Doesn't look like they're trying too hard. They're struggling. My boy Fat American again, man. I appreciate it. It was good, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. People giving Wright a lot of heat, but I feel bad for the dude. He's taking on a huge mess, doing the best he can. I agree wholeheartedly. I feel like he did botch the Sean Taylor thing. And then, like, the way everything was presented, like, literally outside of the video, like, the way they went up on stage and announced the new brand and how Doug Williams said it, that was all sloppy and seemed unprofessional. But, like, other than that, bro, Jason Wright, I think he's done a fantastic job. I mean, all of the bad things happening within, like, reports-wise, like sexual harassment, all of that type of stuff that we're still dealing with is before he got here. Like, nothing really bad has happened since he's been here. Like, this is nowhere near. I can't believe some people are trying to say he's Bruce Allen. Like, that's crazy. Kenny Pickett looking smooth, play action bootlegs, rolling out to his left while right-handed. That was a nice throw. It wasn't a far throw. Didn't have a lot of distance on it, but to be running left, twist your body like that, and then throw with your right arm accurately like you just did. Shouts out to Kenny Pickett for that throw, man. My boy Alexander with the donation too, man. Appreciate you again, Fat American. Again, I agree wholeheartedly with the Jason Wright point. My boy Alexander Wilson. Last time I was at FedEx, I brought stale beer that made me sick. It was the last time I went. Oh, you bought stale beer. Yeah. Oh, that's a good throw from Kenny Pickett to the outside. It was like right there where a corner coming up. I mean, the corner wasn't close to the receiver anyway, but even if the receiver was close, it was up enough to where the corner couldn't have made a play on the ball. So that was a good throw by Kenny Pickett. So Kenny Pickett looks really accurate right now. My boy Blue, man, what's good, man? Appreciate the donation. Rico showing the support as always. Should have been Warhogs, man. Appreciate the donation, man. My boy Blue Asphalt in the building, man. Yeah, Kirk Cousins had to have been picked last in the dodgeball. You saw him in the back pitter-pattering. Again, that's the only skill challenge I've seen so far. So he just looks stupid to me. See that play right there? I got to see the all 22 because was there literally nothing open? Or was he holding the ball too long? Or was it like, let me see if I could. I mean, I like the fact that he trusted the pocket. Like, he trusted it a little bit too much. But at least he sat in there. He was trying to climb the pocket looking for an open receiver. And I like that, but I don't know. We got to look at the all 22 to see if just nobody was open. Yeah, Kirk Cousins was out there just out there just to be a face, bro. That man, that's the only skill challenge I've watched so far. I can't wait to watch the other ones. Kirk Cousins was literally pointless out there during the dodgeball event. Justin Jefferson was pointless until the very end. I don't want to spoil nothing though, but that boy, there's a lot of pointless people out there playing dodgeball. Brody, Audra, Brody. Not right now. Y'all have a whole house to play in. Yeah, ARW1, yeah, but yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I did. Kirk's like, I'm just here so I won't get fined. He was just trying to get cool points with the rest of the guys. I think that's what it was. The skills challenge was good. Yeah, I mean, I prefer all of these miscellaneous challenges and events over the Pro Bowl easily. Like, the actual Pro Bowl is boring to me. But, like, that punt was crazy. Hey, yo, if we didn't have Tress Way. Hey, yo, who's this breaking all these tackles, though? Hey, who's that punter? Is Malik Willis coming back out again? Can we see Malik Willis one more time at least? When I was at the free practice thing, I tried to get frisky and get some brisket sandwich, and it was awful. You had to talk about what a punt. That dude's got a leg. I thought Devin Lloyd was going to be in this game. Is Devin Lloyd a senior? I don't know. I haven't kept track of certain position groups. Like linebacker, I think I want a linebacker, but like I've been so quarterback so far, I haven't even taken the time to really dive into other position groups yet. I mean, y'all already know I love Nakobe Dean, but he played for Georgia. I've been watching him all season. I've been watching him for the past 2.5 years. So, Rico, what are some things you like about Malik Willis? The ceiling more so than anything. Objectively, the ceiling. He has the strongest arm in the class. He has the most mobility in the class. Honestly, if we're talking about ceiling, he has the highest ceiling of any quarterback really in recent years, period. But it's a lot of raw to him. Even though a lot of that raw, he fixed a lot of it in the Senior Bowl practices. We'll see though. And he looks pretty straight so far in the Senior Bowl. I haven't seen enough yet though. But and then bias wise, from Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta, all of that, same high school, all of that. Cam Newton, Pac-Man Jones, AJ Terrell over there playing for the Falcons, same high school, all of that. So that's my dog, period. Like, it doesn't matter if we draft Malik Willis or not. I don't even do second team. When it comes to the NFL, how people like have second teams and stuff. And like, if the burgundy and gold don't got it, I'm a root for this team. Like, I know some people feel that way about Baltimore or Carolina, stuff like that. Or like a random team like the Packers. I've never had a second team, but Malik Willis get drafted. That's my second team. That's going to be my first time having a second team because I got to, bro. I mean, he's so the area. Like, I mean, again, he same high school, all of that. So I've never done a second team, but if we don't get Malik Willis, there's no way I'm not rooting for him to win every game he ever plays, other than when they play us. We're priority, of course. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm still rooting for Trey Lance as well, but not enough to where the 49ers are a second team. Again, I've never done second teams, and I do love a lot of players. Like, there are a lot of players around the league I love. Guys from Georgia that went to Georgia, guys from Georgia like Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, and Justin Fields, and guys like that, or guys specifically from Atlanta. That I always root for no matter what, but like I've never cared about any of them enough to declare another team my second team. But if Willis goes to anybody but us, I gotta root for him. I got to. It's no way. Again, but for the bias reasons, I'm not even talking about talent. I'm talking about where he's from, all that type of stuff. I'm rooting for him no matter what. If he goes to the Eagles or Giants, I don't know. That's a conundrum right there. That one hurt. That would hurt. I would shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie. I might cry. Because I'll be so conflicted. Like, I wouldn't know what to do with that. Even though Eagles and Giants before the Cowboys easily though. I just rock with the team. Not my second though. I mean, yeah, Rich, I perfectly understand where you're coming from because I've never had a second team. Even when Cam Newton was on the Panthers, I never declared them my second team. Like, I wasn't watching their games. Wherever Malik Willis goes, whether it's us or another team, I'm watching every game he plays in. Like, even if we play at 1 p.m. and the team Malik Willis plays, goes to plays at 1 p.m., I will be live streaming our game, but I'm also watching Malik Willis on the side as well every time. NFL Sunday Ticket, regardless, he's getting a huge screen too. Like, he's not going to be one of those little screens. I'm supporting Malik Willis 100% the whole way, no matter what team he's on, until they play the burgundy and gold. Other than playing the burgundy and gold, I'm supporting them. Georgia's beating Auburn in basketball. I just don't care about basketball enough to really care like that. I mean, of course, I'm like, yeah, go Georgia, but like, I don't really care about basketball as much as I care about football. Like how football, I'm X's and O's, I'm film study, I'm strategy, I'm coaching, I'm play calling, like all the detailed stuff. Basketball, I'm just here to be entertained. I'm here for the funniest, most entertaining guy in the league at that time. And I go way more off of personality than talent when it comes to basketball. So like that's why I went from AI to Westbrook, and now I'm Ant. And Ant, first of all, even if it weren't for the fact for him being from Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta specifically, even if he wasn't from there, he has my favorite personality probably in basketball history. Probably AI and Ant like 1A, 1B. And I'm actually going to put Ant over AI just because he's funnier. But then on top of that, he's from literally Southwest Atlanta. So like, I'm automatically, you can't tell me nothing about Ant. But like, again, I watch basketball for personality. I'm not watching it for who's better, who's more efficient. Otherwise, I'd give myself a headache watching Westbrook. Oh, that's a good throw. Did he catch that? What happened there? He's literally identical to Willis. I would just say Josh Allen is taller, Malik Willis is faster. But that's literally what I've been saying even before the 2021 season started. Oh, dang, Baylor safety. Golly. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want to see more Malik Willis than I want to see Kenny Pickett. So, I mean, I want to see Kenny Pickett, but I really want to see. But yeah, when Malik Willis gets drafted, he has a top 5 arm in the NFL. Now, I mean, of course, that doesn't necessarily mean he's not raw. Like, he's still raw, fairly. But if we're talking about arm strength, having a cannon, he's top 5 in the NFL as soon as he's drafted. He's up there with Josh Allen and Pat Mahomes. The difference is Josh Allen is 6'6", but Malik Willis is faster. Come on now, y'all can't touch him? Can't touch my boy Malik Willis in the backfield? I like that throwaway. Live to see another play. That's what we did not see on Malik Willis's tape at Liberty. And I like the fact that I'm seeing it at the Senior Bowl right now. Throw it away if you ain't got it, bro. Throw it out of bounds. Do all of that, moving around. And that's another thing that people act like he doesn't do. I hate the fact that people act like because he can run, that's all he wants to do. Even in his worst games at Liberty, He's scrambling to throw. He's not one of those people that just runs, takes off, and he's trying to get a first down like RG3 used to. Willis is going to be a top 5 scrambler in the NFL when he gets drafted. But at the same time, that's not his bread and butter. Like, he's looking to throw when he scrambles. You saw that on that play. I hate the fact that people just assume because he can run that he doesn't keep his eyes up looking for a receiver as he's running. A lot of people act like he's literally like Lamar Jackson. No, he's looking to throw while he's running. They used to be saying that with black QBs. That is kind of true, though. Oh, we pick up Malik Willis, a guy that can run with a big arm. DC would be dangerous. People forget we have to score more than 10 points a game. Man, I agree. Next year QB class way stronger than this. I can agree, especially if you're talking about floors. I agree. Malik Willis still has a higher ceiling than all of those guys, and we're talking about natural ability. Malik Willis has a higher ceiling. But if you're talking about a combination of ceiling and floor, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and that QB class coming up next year is easily better. I don't even think it's close necessarily. But Malik Willis has a higher ceiling than anybody that came out of last year's class, this year's class, next year's class. And we're talking about just straight traits, arm strength, mobility, all of that. He has the highest ceiling. I'm willing to bet on that ceiling, me personally. I haven't had Pizza Hut since probably I lived in New York, now that I think about it. I used to order Pizza Hut all the time watching us play. But that's New York. Where I live in Atlanta, we don't get many delivery options. So I've just learned to I've learned to forget Pizza Hut exists because the Pizza Hut doesn't deliver where I'm at. I'm too country. But New York, I used to get everything. So I went Pizza Hut was a ritual on Sundays. I miss that. Next year, QB class way stronger than this one. Pizza Hut low-key fell off. Wait, hold up. Why you ordering Pizza Hut in New York? Pizza Hut in New York. But I think New York pizza's overhyped. I like it, and I've had good spots. But I'm not about to go get pizza from a place when Pizza Hut can come to me. I like Pizza Hut a lot. Like, I like how generic it tastes. I love it. Unpopular opinion. I like New York style pizza, but first of all, most of the time they burn it. I don't like burnt pizza, so I don't like burnt pizza. Once pizza turns black, I don't like it. When the bottom is black, it makes me mad. Now, there's a few spots I have in New York, especially like Manhattan, that doesn't do that. Yeah, and then with Pizza Hut, you can get more stuff. You can get wings, you can get all kinds of stuff. New York pizza spots, all you got is pizza, maybe some Snapple, and a chopped cheese, maybe, and some bacon, egg, and cheese. But you're not about to get wings and all of that from a New York pizza spot usually. Boy, that didn't even sound like that was him. I didn't know Malik Willis could talk like that. The way he just yelled. Rico, when the bottom is black, it's probably just the burnt cheese. Either way, I hate when stuff is black. Like, I hate when my cookies get black. I hate when grilled cheese, anything baked like that, I don't like it. I really don't even like grilled foods like that. Like, I don't. Once things get, I consider that burnt. Y'all consider it black. I consider it burnt. Like, I can't do it. So if it's Pizza Hut is safe. Now, like, the best pizza I've ever had has been New York pizza. My problem is New York pizza isn't consistent. Oh boy, Malik Willis made a little something out of nothing. You know what? New York pizza has a higher ceiling. Pizza Hut has a higher floor. That's the best way to put it. That's a face. They didn't call that face mask though, my boy. I'm telling y'all, Malik Willis is fast, but he's also like he could take a hit. He's like Russell Wilson, like thick. He's literally built like Joe Mixon. Like, he's literally Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb at quarterback. Like, it's bro. People gonna stop sleeping on Malik Willis like he's RG3 level injury prone and slim and like a twig, paper mache knees. He's not like that. He's built like a running back linebacker. He just happens to be really fast somehow. I'm not afraid of him passes getting batted down because he's gonna be outside of the pocket a lot of the time anyway. Rico, if you had to pick, would you take Jimmy G or Tua? Tua by default. Jimmy G is so horrible, bro. I'm not taking Jimmy G under any circumstance. I prefer one of y'all to go out there and at least give it a try. Because at least I don't know how good or bad y'all are. I know Jimmy G ain't it. To win 2 playoff games with 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions is unacceptable. Your grown man palate has to go beyond pizza and chicken fingers. If it ain't Italian food, it's not. I don't like too many other foods other than Italian food. I'm as frisky as it gets. Malik Willis, you need to move better in the pocket, find somebody open, something. Because you had plenty of time right there. But yeah, nah, I'm really playing when it comes to food outside of soul food and Italian food. That's it. Everything else, when it comes to Mexican food, I'm getting quesadillas. Comes to Asian food, hibachi. I don't like none of them sauces on the chicken. I am as plain as it gets with every food except for soul food and Italian. Italian food is my favorite food, so I go crazy with Italian pasta and all of that. I get super frisky with the pasta. Yeah, Pizza Hut stuffed crust was crazy. I'm sad about that being gone. I'm mad you reminded me of it. But we not even talking about football. Jimmy G better than anything we've had in the last 10 years. I'm not gonna lie, I'll take Taylor Heinicke over Jimmy G, bro. There's no way. Taylor Heinicke on the 49ers, they beat this Rams, honestly, in my opinion. Jimmy G literally sells. It's not even like he's like average and chilling like a Kirk Cousins. I'll take Kirk Cousins. If Kirk Cousins and Jimmy G are making the same money, I'm taking Kirk Cousins. Jimmy G is a seller. Like, he literally throws the game away. It's bad, bro. I can't deal with the Jimmy G. I'll take Kirk Cousins for the same money. I'll take Taylor Heinicke for the same money, less money. I'm not doing Jimmy G. I'm sorry. That's like worst case scenario for me. Plus, you got to trade for him too. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Jimmy G is Domino's Kirk Cousins piece. Hope Willis gets one more drive. I do too, bro. I mean, it's 3 quarterbacks each side, so I think he'll definitely at least get a quarter. I think he'll get at least one more drive. It's 3 quarterbacks each side, so I think we should see some more Malik Willis, even if he comes out now and comes back later. Proven win, but like they win in spite of him though. I don't like that Jimmy G is a winner thing. He won 2 playoff games this year with 0 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Anybody could have done that. Anybody. Jameis Winston is better than Jimmy G. Like, bro, I can see Mariota being better than Jimmy G. Like, bro, it's like the 49ers literally won in spite of that guy. Like, I don't see he's a winner. Like, if you want to say good luck, if you can somehow quantize that, then you know, like, he's just good luck charm. They win because he's on the team, but like, he's not contributing much. He's not contributing. They're winning in spite of him, bro. That 49ers defense and that run game with Deebo Samuel and those guys and Kyle Shanahan's play calling, they should have beat the Rams. They would have beat the Rams with Taylor Heinicke, I believe. That was a great catch. That was an underthrow. That was a pretty severe underthrow, but that was a great catch, though. That was a really good catch. Do you think Malik Willis is worth a trade up to number 2? I mean, I just want him, and I'm one of those guys that give up whatever you got to give up to get your franchise quarterback. So, of course, ideally, I feel like we shouldn't have to trade up to number 2. But if that's what it ends up taking by the time the draft comes around, do it. Because I just want a franchise quarterback. We're not going to be able to do anything with this franchise until we have a franchise quarterback. Like, we're literally never going to go anywhere. But I don't think we should have to go up to number 2 to get Malik Willis. I think, honestly, he should make it out of the top 5. I think he should. But, like, hey, man, at the end of the day, do what you got to do. We're willing to trade all of these first-round draft picks for all of these free agent and draft and tradable quarterbacks. That's even more what you had to give up to move up to number 2 to get Willis. Rico, do you think the Broncos, Panthers, or Lions take Willis? I think the Panthers and Broncos are heavy contenders. It just depends on what happens in free agency, though. But I think the Broncos and Panthers are like you saw Mike Tomlin loves Malik Willis. Mike Tomlin is going to do whatever it takes to trade up to get him. So unless we trade up, we're not getting them at 11. It's over with. If we stay at 11, we're not getting Malik Willis. And then I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. That was a good play call. Even though that Baylor running back looked slow. Like, why did they were able to hit that angle on him real mean? Some mocks have Willis going to the Eagles. He's literally just higher ceiling Jalen Hurts. Like, he's faster, stronger arm Jalen Hurts. So I can see that. They've been able to win games. They made it to the playoffs with Jalen Hurts. Let's go get better Jalen Hurts and see what happens. But nah, I think it'll be smarter for them. I mean, unless they could trade Jalen Hurts for a really good pick, like a first rounder or something, maybe a first round or second, something like that. They might as well just stick with Jalen Hurts. At least that may just be me being biased as a Burgundy and Gold fan. I prefer to go against Jalen Hurts than to go against Malik Willis. So I'd prefer the Eagles to have Jalen Hurts over Malik Willis. So, but honestly though, like objectively, no bias. I don't think it's worth it for them to spend a first round pick on Malik Willis since they already have Jalen Hurts. Because Malik Willis, I think, is going to be better, but I think it's smarter to spend that first round pick on both of those first round picks. I think they have 3 actually on like building around Jalen Hurts. If it doesn't work out, go get quarterback the next year. You know what I'm saying? But at least you have somebody at quarterback. Like Taylor Heinicke, he's not an answer. Jalen Hurts, even though I'm not a big fan of him, can still be the answer. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen Hurts is not a dud. I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan, but at least they have something in Jalen Hurts. And I can see where they could be like, you know what, Malik Willis could be an upgraded Jalen Hurts, but we already have Jalen Hurts, so we might as well just use our draft capital on building around Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I hope they don't get Malik Willis, though, because I want him. If we get a QB in trade, we should go Traylon Burks, number 11. If we manage to get any top 5 pick, take safety Kyle Hamilton. If we already have a quarterback answer, like somehow Russell Wilson, and for some reason we still have a top pick, Kyle Hamilton is easily the answer. He's the best. It's for me, just like last year was Micah Parsons or quarterback. This year is Kyle Hamilton or quarterback. That's literally how I feel. It's literally the same thing as last year. Micah Parsons was the generational talent that I was willing to trade up for. What was that? Was that an underthrow by Malik Willis? What was that? Matt Corral or Kenny Pickett? I mean, I think Matt Corral has a higher ceiling, but Kenny Pickett is way safer. I think Malik Willis just threw it extra late because he did throw it really far. It was a bomb. He just threw it extra late, so it looked like it was underthrown. If we manage to get any top 5, do you think Joe Burrow and Chase will take pay cuts when the time comes to reset the market and end up breaking the team up? Nah, the salary cap is about to explode. That new TV deal that's coming up like 2-3 years. I think the Bengals will be straight long term. I think they'll be pretty straight. Whatever the Steelers can do, we can do better. We have the higher pick. Now that's a good point. I agree. I think the Steelers are like 19th or something. We're like 11th, or I think they're 15th. At the highest, 15th. So yeah, we do have a higher pick and we can offer more. But the problem is Mike Tomlin clearly loves Malik Willis. Does Ron Rivera, Martin Mayhew, and that group love Malik Willis enough to outbid the Steelers? I'm not sure. That's my worry. Which is this way: if we get a QB in trade, first 2 round picks will be gone probably. If Hamilton or Dean fall, pull the trigger. Now, I'm a Georgia Bulldogs fan, so y'all know I love Nakobe Dean, but I think Kyle Hamilton is definitely much more of a can't-miss prospect. And there goes Malik Willis doing Malik Willis things. Do you think Malik Willis is worth moving up? Yes, please. I'll do whatever it takes to get Malik Willis. I'll do whatever it takes to get Malik Willis. You see how good Malik Willis looks without the worst supporting cast around him out of all of the top quarterbacks? That's why I thought it was obvious that he was going to look really good at the Senior Bowl, because people act like he didn't play anybody lower level of competition. But almost every game he played, his team was worse than the team he was going against. So even though he did play against worse defenses than like Matt Corral playing in the SEC and Kenny Pickett and all of these guys, Sam Howell, his team was so bad, his offensive line was almost always worse than the defensive line they were playing, even if it was a no-name school. His receivers were usually worse than the corners they were playing. So now that everything is even, everybody has the same offensive line going against the same defense, of course Malik Willis looks better. Because he's been out. That's why he's been playing hero ball his whole career. Because if it ain't him, it's nobody. If he don't make a play, it's nothing's going to happen. So that's why he threw it in the triple coverage. I think he won't. I mean, as you see, he's not making terrible decisions right now because he doesn't feel like he needs to carry a team on his back. I'm watching it on NFL Network. It's on NFL Network. All these Malik haters. Malik got into Auburn for a reason. Yeah, people act like he was like not recruited and ended up at Liberty like that was his first school. He was at Auburn. Auburn basically pulled a Kirby Smart, just like how Kirby Smart preferred Jake Fromm over Justin Fields because he already had rapport over him. He was a safer bet. That's literally what Auburn did with Malik Willis. So Malik Willis was like, whatever, I'm gonna go to Liberty, a team that wants me, the team that promises I'll start as soon as I get there, and that's how he ended up getting there. But he was recruited to Auburn, like he was supposed to play in the SEC. I'm looking at linebackers and safeties. Willis or Russ, that's it. Yeah, like I said, Deshaun Watson is best case scenario if all of that gets figured out. I just highly doubt it will. So excluding Deshaun Watson, Willis or Wilson for me, easily. And we'll see. Free agency, what happens if we end up with Russell Wilson. If we don't, I'm all in on Malik Willis. It's that simple. Now that it's reported Washington has begun meeting with players, are you going to bring back the Google Sheets? Yes, I am. Oh, yeah, and again, I'm just going to keep reminding y'all every few or so minutes. Make sure y'all go check out that YouTube link, the pinned comment at the top of the comment section, the live stream comments. Go check out that YouTube link, my boy Ayo VZ's channel. It's our little party chat podcast, so definitely y'all can check that out and see, y'all can actually see me when I'm being me, not my professional, enunciating, humble Rico from RicoScores. Y'all can actually see me like around my friends and stuff. So definitely go check out that link. It's always a specific topic that we're talking about too. It's not us just rambling for hours, because we be in a party chat like 8 hours a night. Like that's just what I do. We're always talking about something, but like this is like a more concentrated, specific topic format. So definitely gonna make sure y'all peep that. They really chose Bo Nix over Willis, bro. Just like Georgia chose Jake Fromm over Justin Fields, bro. It's literally the same exact crime. At least we made up for it by winning the championship. I don't know what Auburn gonna do. I don't know when they gonna win the championship to make up for it. They lucky Cam Newton carried them to a championship, because they wouldn't. Oh boy, they wouldn't have one in recent memory at all without that. And of course, you know who bailed them out? Another Westlake great. That's crazy. Auburn ended up with two Westlake great quarterbacks, Cam Newton. And then my boy Willis, man. I mean, we just gonna do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I think it's fairly simple to see that. We just gonna do what we do. So I love your take. Wish I had $1 for every time you say Malik Willis. They really chose download the NFL app. Hitting it. Okay, my boy Kelly putting Chris on. Looking good today. Big, strong, and fast. Ron said if he drafts a rookie in the first round, he will play. I agree. I think Malik Willis has a way higher floor than people give him credit for. Of course, he's very raw in various aspects. But based on what we've seen with teams taking raw quarterbacks and playing them early these last few years and winning games early by heavy run-based offense, including the quarterback being in it, a lot of play action. We've seen Jalen Hurts, we've seen Kyler Murray, we've even seen Josh Allen. A lot of these guys win early, even while they're still very raw throwing-wise, because you run an offense that brings out their greatest strengths and hides their weaknesses. Malik Willis is very mobile and has a big arm. You run the ball down people's throat with Antonio Gibson, J.D. McKissick, screen passes, hit Logan Thomas underneath, and then you run the ball with Malik Willis occasionally, play action, read option, whatever. And then you catch a team off guard, and he's going to throw a 60-yard touchdown bomb to Terry McLaurin. I can see that being I mean, look at Jalen Hurts, bro. Malik Willis is literally just more talented Jalen Hurts, in my opinion. And even so, Jalen Hurts was historically one of the most inaccurate red zone quarterbacks of all time. I don't even think Malik Willis is going to be that bad. And the Eagles are in the playoffs with that guy. So it's just like, come on, like we've seen, it'd be different if this was 10 years ago and I didn't already have plenty of examples of how you could take a running, strong arm, fast quarterback and win with them early. I prefer for him to sit. But if Ron Rivera literally wanted to start Malik Willis week 1, I could see a scenario where we can win 8 to 10 games with Malik Willis starting at week 1. Because the Eagles are doing it, and I think we're more talented, and I think Malik Willis is literally an upgrade over Jalen Hurts. So, I mean, I see the rawness that everybody else sees, but I also see that now offensive coordinators don't force quarterbacks to be Peyton Manning. Offensive coordinator, like when Marcus Mariota came out at the worst time. If Marcus Mariota would have come out this year, I think he would have succeeded in the NFL, because offensive coordinators actually learn to build their offense around the quarterback rather than trying to get the quarterback to fit their offense. And so Marcus Mariota fell victim to that. Everybody was trying to make everybody Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Now they actually take, I mean, they literally take plays that worked for them in college and add to their playbook. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Scott Turner literally runs some plays that Liberty ran. You know what I'm saying? Like, offensive coordinators do that now. So you can win early with these raw guys, honestly. But again, I would prefer for him to sit as well. I'm biggest Malik Willis fan doing it. I could see him starting week 1, but I would also prefer to let him sit if we bring in a Jameis Winston to start immediately so we can win early. Maybe Malik Willis comes in after the bye week. You know what I'm saying? I could see that playing out. Willis will make us a running team, so I think we will have to focus on getting blocking receivers. We got him. Cam Sims is a blocking receiver. Terry McLaurin is one of the best blocking receivers in the NFL. And De'Ami Brown, that was one thing he was really decent. Well, De'Ami Brown wasn't great technique-wise, but he was a very willing blocker. Like, he has one of those mentalities, like he wants to beat up the corner in front of him when he's blocking. So we have potential blocking receivers. Like, I think we're pretty straight on that. And then now we finally have 2 dual threat tight ends, John Bates and Logan Thomas. I think we're straight. I think, and then, bro, we have a top 5 offensive line. Like, we're one of the best situations Malik Willis can honestly go to if you wanted to start him early. We have two dual threat tight ends, and as much as I don't like Kirk Cousins, he never had a dual threat tight end while he was here. You know how much the offense opens up when you have a dual threat tight end? When Jordan Reed and Vernon Davis were on the field, we were throwing the ball, or if we ran it, it was going to be a holding penalty or a blown up play. When Jeremy Sprinkle was on the field, we were obviously running the ball, or he was going to drop it if we threw it to him. So now that we have guys that can block and catch, you know how much easier it is to run an offense, to call plays. So even though I don't like Kirk Cousins, that's one thing you always got to give Kirk Cousins and Jay Gruden. They deserve, you got to acknowledge the fact that they never had a dual threat tight end to work with. We have 2. And then again, top 5 offensive line when healthy. Terry McLaurin's a dog. He's a top 10 receiver to me. It's just that he hasn't had the quarterback to really show it. I'm not saying we're the best situation in the NFL for him to go to, but I don't think it's anywhere near as bad as people make it seem just because we only won like 7 games. I think it was more so injuries. COVID-19 and injuries the reason. We were on pace to win 10 games. We were on a 4-game win streak, and then everybody got hurt and caught COVID, and then we started losing. And we had Taylor Heinicke, which I like Taylor Heinicke, but he's not a franchise quarterback. So it's just like we were winning with all kinds of mess going on. We were on our 5th-string center winning games in that 4-game win streak. What would it take to get Willis or Pickett? We have the 11th pick. I think we would have to trade up, but I don't think it's like a trade up into the top 5. Even though if we have to, do what you got to do. But are they able on the right? Not saying they'll make the roster, but their option. But Brown's nice. Kelvin Harmon is a great blocker receiver. Yeah, he is, but I don't think. Yeah, him and AGG, I don't even know if they're going to make the team. I'm not even sure if they're going to be here during training camp. I would bet money on AGG being here over Kelvin Harmon, but I'm not sure if either of them will make it. I think Mariota would still be good with another opportunity. Yeah, I mean, technically, but I definitely feel like if Marcus Mariota were coming out of Oregon in today's NFL, like this year, instead of when he came out, I think he would have succeeded in the NFL. If he had an offensive coordinator that actually built around his skill set instead of trying to mold him into being Peyton Manning like offensive coordinators did in abundance back then, I think he would have worked out. One Piece update, I've reached the whole Cake Island arc, and I'm watching this anime called Sabuiki Bisco. My boy put me on this Sabikui Bisco, however you pronounce that. My boy pulled up like literally Wednesday and pulled up and gave me like 12 new anime that just came out to watch, and that was one of them, so I'm definitely gonna peep it. I still gotta catch up on Jobless Reincarnation. Season 2, I already saw Season 1, but I'm waiting for... I don't know. I have such a long list of stuff I gotta watch. So I'm gonna get to the 2nd season of Jobless Reincarnation soon, but I'm behind. I'm caught up on Demon Slayer. I'm watching Demon Slayer weekly. Can't wait to watch it tomorrow. And then One Piece, I just finished Buddy with the Strings, Domingo, whatever, pink jacket, pink meat coat, whatever. I just finished that arc. And I'm gonna stop there for now. I'm gonna watch some more stuff and then come back the next arc, then watch some more stuff, come back the next arc. That's how I've been watching One Piece. I watch it an arc at a time. I refuse to watch it episode by episode. I'm watching arc at a time. and I don't watch nothing in between. Terry top 7. Mariota's only 28 years old. I mean, yeah, I don't think it's over with for Mariota at all. I just think if he would have just got drafted now, if he was still 21, 22, he could have been a really good quarterback in the NFL potentially, if he just had a better situation. There you go. Thank you, Dressrosa. Thank you. I just finished Dressrosa. Just finished it. I'm waiting. I'm gonna watch some more stuff. I'm watching Demon Slayer. I just rewatched. Even though it's kind of happy-go-lucky, but the last 3-4 episodes are actually kind of fire. That I'm afraid to get hurt, so I maxed out my defense. That anime is actually like better than I thought it would be. Like, it's actually pretty fire. It's happy-go-lucky, so it's kind of like it's not. There's no real stakes, but I think it's just really fire how they interpreted MMO games. I think it's one of the best interpretations of an MMO that I've ever seen. As far as like all the little details, it's hard for me to believe Denver or Carolina will pull trigger for quarterback. I hope they don't. I'll tell you that. Sam Howell is in. Okay, let's see what Sam Howell got. He's not one of my favorites, but oh nah, Sam Howell got hated on right there. That was a good throw. Receiver just dropped it. Do you think our front office is stupid enough to get Jimmy G? I really hope not. I would like to believe they're not. I would love to believe they're not. And again, shameless plug. Check out the pinned comment, the YouTube link. Check out my boy AyoVZ's channel. That's our party chat. We just, like I said, we're in the party chat. I'm a huge gamer, so I'm in the party chat like 8 hours a night. But like the podcast that he's doing on his YouTube is us debating certain specific topics. They're like 5 to 10 minute videos of us, and they're hilarious. They're all hilarious. Y'all get to see me actually be me. It's not professional, humble, super articulating, super nice Rico. Y'all get to see me like how I am actually around my friends. So make sure y'all go check out my boy YouTube channel, man. Cause I'm telling y'all it's about to blow up, bro. Our party chat is infinite content. It just took somebody to actually have the patience to edit it and put it out and organize it. So hey, bro, I'm telling y'all, about to be the next big podcast, bro. The Xbox party chat, bro. Fire Force is crazy. I wasn't sold when I watched season 1. Like, a lot of people were hype off season 1, even though the season 1 first opener is one of my favorite openers, like, of all time. Like, the song and the animation was just beautiful. It's like up there with Yu Yu Hakusho for me, song wise and stuff. Like the first opening to season 1 on Fire Force, but like I didn't love the first season like a lot of people did. But the second season was crazy. Like the second season is what got me like really looking forward to more Fire Force. I'd be happy with Mariota drafting. I'd be happy with Mariota plus drafting Willis or Corral instead of giving away all the capital it would take to get a veteran. I can see that. I can see, like I said, Jameis Winston starting while Malik Willis is learning is great. I think that's a great idea. I don't know if that's Sam Howell's fault yet. I looked up too late. I just saw him getting strip sacked. I mean, I've heard throughout the Senior Bowl, defensive line was dominating the offensive line, so they've been struggling. They've had no time to throw. Y'all don't think that was Sam Howell's fault. That tackle looked like he got beat immediately. I don't know what he was supposed to do. Anyone have a useful link? I'm sorry, Frag. I'm sorry. My fault. What's good, James Fisher? What's good, Argo? The 49ers won a second and third for Jimmy G. There's no way. I'm not taking Jimmy G for free. I'm not taking Jimmy G if they pay us in cap space. Now, if they were to give us a second and third round pick, sure. You know what I'm saying? I'll take the picks and Jimmy G. But there's no way I'm giving up picks for Jimmy G. There's no way you can convince me that makes sense. Wow, Howell had no movement there. I mean, the offensive line kind of let him down, though. I'm not going to judge him too harshly. I'm not even a big Sam Howell guy. He's like 5th or 6th on my list for me out of the quarterbacks in this draft. But, like, you know, I'm not going to blame him for that. Like, that, I mean, the tackle got beat, like, immediately. The man, Sam Howell's trying to scan the field. Next thing you know, the ball isn't in his hand anymore. I remember watching De'Ami Brown highlights last year saying, I want that quarterback. Yeah, nah. Sam Howell to De'Ami Brown was special last year. The 2021 season. I mean, 2020 season, my fault. Yeah, that was the DN that everyone said was doing the best of the Senior Bowl. Who was that? I don't even remember his name. Who was that? What's his name? I got to start paying attention to what my boy Jamari Salyer's doing. I saw that Georgia helmet out there. Let me see what my boy Jamari Salyer doing out there. My boy Argo watching it on Volakit. Dang, Daniel Jeremiah has Daxton Hill as his 23 top player, 23rd. That means he's not making it to our second round pick, does it? Hey, I want Daxton Hill so bad for Michigan, bro. I was just hoping he could make it to the second round, but I don't know. Oh, he got Quay Walker as his 31st? That's probably the highest I've seen anybody have Quay Walker on their board. Y'all know I love me some Quay Walker. That's Georgia, but I'm just surprised. He got Devontae Wyatt, 38. Okay. That's like 4 Georgia players in the top 40. Okay. Okay, Daniel Jeremiah. Okay, I like it. Don't necessarily agree. I'm not as high on some of these Georgia players as you are. Even I know I'm a Georgia fan, but I love it. I love to see it. Howell and Brown, great value. Burrow and Chase, basically. Is the Bucs drafting a QB? They should, but I think they may go free agency. But who knows? I mean, they got Kyle Trask. Sorry, self. I'm only hating on Kyle Trask because he went to Florida. Y'all know Georgia hates Florida more than anybody else. Even though our technical rival is Alabama, because they've been the only team worthy enough to be like a rival. But like really, Georgia fans hate Florida more than any other college and school. So like Kyle Pitts, what's his name on the Giants, the receiver, Kadarius Toney, all of them. I just love to hate on them. Especially since Kadarius Toney went from Florida to the Giants. And I'm a Georgia and burgundy and gold fan. So, like, I have every right to hate on Kadarius Toney. I ain't never liked him. I ain't never like him. But yeah, Kyle Trask, sorry, self. Look at my boy Channing Tindall out there, bro. My boy. Who's the best running back prospect in this draft? Honestly, I don't know. I haven't watched film on any of them. I've seen highlights, but I couldn't tell you. I think Brian Robinson, just because my Georgia Bulldogs had to play against him. He killed us in the SEC Championship. He, like, killed us. So from my own personal experience of watching college, that was a good throw by Ritter. That was a really good throw. I don't even like Ritter, but that was a really good throw. I got to give him that. Who's the Buccaneers might get Jimmy G? I hope so. Oh, that would be hilarious. Yeah, that was a really good throw by Ritter. Again, I'm not a Ritter fan, but that was a really good throw. I'm going to be completely objective. Maybe Breece Hall, Kenneth Walker. See, yeah, I haven't really watched those guys in depth. I've seen highlights. I saw, what's his name, play in the in that one game, that one championship game. The Big 10, Big 12, whatever it was, championship game. Saw him going stupid, but like other than that, I haven't watched film on any of the running backs. I haven't sat down and watched the all 22 of a running back. So far, eventually when we get to the end of the draft process, we get to like early April. By then, I would have watched like pretty much at least the top players at every position group. At least the like top 5, you know what I'm saying? But for now, I haven't even started on running back. I've been quarterback, safety. I've been checking out receiver a little bit, but I really need to dive in more. This is a really deep receiver class, but I just haven't watched all 22 film on everybody. It's so many guys. It's like 12 potentially good receivers in this class. This is a really deep receiver class. It's like take your pick. Now, of course, there's different levels of good that we're talking, but there's like 12 legitimate, could be a great receiver for a franchise. Receivers coming in this next draft, bro. Up in this current draft. They got some guys in this receiver group, bro. That's why I think we can wait to get receiver in like second or third round. Oh yeah, like Dave said, a great wide out could fall to say. I agree. I think we can end up with a really good receiver second or third round. I don't think it's worth taking one in the first, because I don't think it's that big of a gap. Like, I love Chris Olave. I thought he was good enough to come out last year, but I wouldn't take Chris Olave with the 11th pick. I prefer to take somebody else in the second round, because I don't think the gap between Chris Olave and whoever we could take in the second round would be a big enough gap compared to like offensive linemen. Going from the first round to the second round is definitely a bigger gap than receiver. Edge rushers, corners, you know what I'm saying? Quarterback, you got it. Like, it's just certain positions you're just better off taking in the first round, because then it's a big cliff after like some of those top guys. Whereas wide receiver, it's not like a huge cliff. It's really depending on like what offense you want to run, what style of player you want. Do you want a really good route runner? You want a separator? Do you want a big body guy that can make contested catches? And that's why guys fall. Because even though maybe receiver A is overall better than receiver B, but maybe receiver B gets picked first because he can separate better, specifically just can separate better than receiver A. And it's just like you can end up with a better receiver later because other teams don't necessarily value what that receiver can do. You know what I'm saying? Some teams prefer big body receivers, mostly because they already have a separator in their team. If you already have Terry McLaurin and all of these guys that can route run and separate, you're better off getting a big body guy. Whereas teams that don't have a Terry McLaurin yet need a separator because your offense is not going to succeed without separators. You need guys that can separate on their own, route run and all of that. If you don't have that, you need to get it. Who do you think the best QB that Malik Willis can learn from? If we're talking about play style, Russell Wilson would be great. But if we take Russell Wilson, we're not getting Malik Willis. I highly doubt it. But I think him learning behind Russell Wilson would be perfect. But I don't. Out of the guys that are like options, like I said, Jameis Winston would probably be my favorite. Because Jameis Winston is nowhere near as mobile as Malik Willis. And I would say Malik Willis has a stronger arm than Jameis Winston, but Jameis Winston still has a cannon, and he can throw it deep downfield. And, you know, Scott Turner can go ahead and design an offense around Malik Willis and try things with Jameis Winston that's really designed for Malik Willis. And Malik Willis can just learn behind Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston learned how to limit his turnovers this past season before he got hurt. And I think that could be a really important lesson that Jameis Winston could teach Malik Willis. Whatever Jameis Winston did, tell Malik Willis. If you changed your diet, if you eat more Cheerios now, and that's why you limited your turnovers this past season, I want Jameis Winston talking to Malik Willis and getting them to do that as well. Baylor guy may not be fast, but he's making plays. Rico, what do you think about us using Jamin Davis, how Dallas used Micah? I'd be willing to try it, but I don't think he'll ever be Micah. Maybe he'll be better at that than whatever he was at Mike linebacker last year, but he's never going to be Micah Parsons pass rush-wise. False start after false start. Do you think we trade Brandon and Payne this offseason? Hey, if it involves getting a franchise quarterback, let's do it. Because we're not paying Brandon Sheriff the money he wants. And Daron Payne, we're more than likely not paying him again just because of the fact that we already paid Jonathan Allen. We're going to play Montez Sweat and Chase Young. There's no way you pay 4 defensive linemen top money, like quarterback money. There's no way you do that. Or at least close to quarterback money. You can't. There's not enough money to go around. You need to focus on other position groups as well. I mean, eventually we're going to have to pay our quarterback because if we have a good enough quarterback that's worth paying, that's actually taking us to the playoffs, making us a Super Bowl contender, we're going to have to pay him. So Daron Payne's probably gone either way anyway. So I would prefer to go ahead and trade him too early than too late like Bill Belichick does. I would hate to. Like, it hurts my soul to say it, but I think it's smarter to trade for Daron Payne. I mean, I think it's smarter to trade Daron Payne away early. Tyler knows goons could the case. Could he do that for Watson? I hope so. Hey, man, work that magic that you worked on yourself for Deshaun Watson. Ooh, that ref almost got in Desmond Ritter's way. Good run, Desmond Ridder. Good job getting out of bounds, not taking a hit. That linebacker from App State had 190 tackles, 20 tackles for loss, 1 interception, 6 sacks, no trade. 5 first for Pat Mahomes. No one looks overly impressive at QB yet. Contacts, hey, whatever it is, laser eye surgery, whatever it is, Jameis Winston and Malik Willis, get them in the same room. Ridder showing off the legs. Brandon got to go. Can't trade Brandon. He's a free agent. I mean, yeah. I mean, of course, yeah. I forgot about, like, Brandon Sheriff is gone, and I think we'll trade away Daron Payne. But, thank you. Thank you. My boy Rodney changed his name, too. Ravi Ray. Okay. Rodney with the suit changed his name. That linebacker from App State. What's up, Rico? I just got on. I hate the white jerseys, not golden at all. What's good, W Fig? Check the Senior Bowls on NFL Network. Oh, thank you, Mr. Summer. Thank you, Mr. Summer. Not gonna lie, even though I'm not a Ridder fan, he definitely looks the most accurate out of all the quarterbacks that played today. I gotta give him that. What's up, 804 True City? Welcome back, man. What's good? White jersey's almost black and better than black and burgundy. That's crazy. We all have different opinions. I just like the fact that everybody at least likes one of them. Like most people like at least one jersey. I like the black ones the most, but why is he wasting the top? What's good, Chaos? I'm eating some Chick-fil-A and Burger King. And it's not as much food as you think. It's just a little bit of both. Like, don't think I'm over here with a smorgasbord of food. All my friends talking about we aren't finna command the division. Once we get a quarterback, it's over with. The white jersey's so hard, I don't know what people talking about. I mean, the white jerseys are definitely the ones I like the least, but I don't hate them like a lot of people hate them. We go check out Devontae Price from FIU. He reminds me of Antonio Gibson, maybe more speed. Let me write that down. I still got Pizza Hut in my search bar because of y'all. Devontae Price. Let me pull up the stream so I can give you credit when I look it up. So I can be like, oh yeah, Solomon told me to write this guy, look this guy up. So let me pull up my own stream real quick. Let me see where we go. Need to see Ritter show off his arm. Yeah, he hasn't shown off his arm yet. But if we're talking about accuracy and like command of the offense, Desmond Ritter's been the smoothest, I would say. Malik Willis scrambling has been pretty crazy, but like Ritter, first of all, he scrambled well, and then he's been accurate. So overall, if you had to judge the smoothest, most consistent day right now, overall, just the best looking, Desmond Ritter has been the best. And I don't even like Desmond Ritter, but again, I'm here to be completely objective. Let me pull up the stream so I can write down my boy Solomon's comment. We still looking at Corral, maybe. I mean, I like Corral still. I just prefer Malik Willis. Black unis go hard. I love the black unis. I just hate the Steelers looking font. Other than that, I love it. Sam Howell has thrown one pass and it was dropped by that receiver. Yeah, Sam Howell's that sucked. Hey, we go on days like this, put Madden or 2K on, something like that. I don't play Madden. I don't even have those games downloaded. I play shooters. Y'all know me, man. I love shooter games. All I play is shooters and Smite, I guess. I play Smite now too, but I play Smite and shooters. I've always been a shooter game person. After I left behind Madden and Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation and I moved to the original Xbox, I've been straight shooters. Like nothing. Once I got put on the Halo, I've been straight shooters. Call of Duty, Hunt, PUBG, literally everything but Fortnite. Tom Clancy. I played Fortnite. It was the only one I didn't like though. But Apex, everything. Any shooter, I'm there. First person, third person. But sports games, unless it's like a bunch of us playing it, you're never just going to catch me on a sports game having fun solo dolo. I'm on a sports game because my friends are, or my cousins are. Other than that, I mean, I do want to do like a Madden franchise at some point. Maybe. We'll see. But for the most part, I'm not a sports game person, bro. I haven't been since literally like elementary school. That boy Malik Willis' Atlanta accent sneaks out bit by bit. He's talking as professional as he can, but like every now and then it's just a little bit of Atlanta in there. Like it was one interview he had during the Senior Bowl practices where he was professional the whole way. And then he said something about the way he said I was chilling. He said something, I'm just chilling. I forgot what he said. It was something, bro. It came out a little bit. Y'all don't really like the W on the crown that much, but then again, I hated it on Jonathan Allen. Then somebody showed a picture of, I think, Malik Willis or Russell Wilson in it, and it looked better. He said, I'll carry you in Fortnite. I just never liked Fortnite. I feel you would love head-to-head Madden if you seriously tried it, though. Smite main, it depends on how I'm feeling. If I'm running Mage, Soul, Zonquay, Zeus is overpowered, but I just don't like using them. If you're running Arena and you have Zeus and you don't do top damage, you're terrible at the game. The man is literally overpowered for Arena. He's bad for Conquest, but he's overpowered for Arena. So I don't really run Zeus, even though I acknowledge he's great. Poseidon's great too, but I don't really use him. I like Al Quang too, even though I don't know why he's a mage, because he's literally. Yeah, I love Malik Willis' personality too, though. But I mean, he's from the same place as Anthony Edwards, so like, you know, y'all already know what it is. He's from the same place as me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something in the water. But yeah, Al Quang, even though he shouldn't be a mage, he literally doesn't play like a mage. He's literally an assassin, but I like Al Quang a lot. Then when we're talking about hunters, I like Artemis and Izanami a lot. But Smite is like 80% build and 20% how good you are. It doesn't matter how good you are if you don't have the right build. So you gotta have the right build with all of these guys, bro. Cernanos or Kernanos, however you pronounce it too. He what's it call it? He's crazy. I just don't really use him because one of my cousins plays with him like a lot. He dominates him, so I rarely use him. But that character is crazy. But yeah, probably my favorite character is Soul, just because her 3 for people on PC or B button for guys on Xbox. I don't know what it is on PlayStation. I don't even feel like hurting myself to know. That getaway is like perfect for me because I get to be as aggressive as I want and then just leave. My boy Malik Willis, man. Someone like Wale should make the fight song. I've heard DC doesn't rock with Wale like that though, but I don't know. I don't be over there, so I don't know. I like Wale, but I've heard like the DMV doesn't support Wale. I don't know. At least that's a rumor I've heard. I don't know. Or maybe he said it. I don't know. That's just what I've heard from somewhere, but I don't know. I like Wale. Who's better, Trey Lance or Malik Willis? Trey Lance was a better decision maker coming out. Malik Willis had better touch. Definitely better touch. Malik Willis is faster. Trey Lance is bigger. I would say if we're talking about arm strength, I think Malik Willis might be slightly ahead of Trey Lance. Overall, I prefer Malik Willis, but that may just be some bias. He said not older people mess with him. So like the older people of the DMV like him. That's cool. I mean, I like Wale. I think he's fine. But if you don't listen to that style of rap, I understand why you don't. Like, if you don't like J. Cole and none of them, you're not gonna like Wale. You're not even about to hurt yourself. If you want to listen to Young Thug and Pooh Shiesty all day, Wale is not for you. They be joking. It's just he don't be in the city that much like he used to. Yeah, man, I don't know nothing about. Nothing. I'm just going off what I heard on the internet. They're cool though. I mean, personally, I don't like all of my like Atlanta friends and stuff. I'm probably the only person it's only me and one other person that listens to Wale. But that's just because we remember the old Wale, like the mixtapes about nothings and stuff. Those are crazy. That's what we refer to when we say Wale. I don't really even know about like anything recent, but everybody else be like, Wale. Everybody else in the party chat be like, Wale? Who? But this is the same party chat that thinks Freddie Gibbs is trash. Same party chat that trolls J. Cole, that says he's trash. A lot of them don't listen to Kendrick, so it's just like, of course they don't like Wale. So Darian Beavers in the second or third, possibly. That's my guy. I want him at linebacker so bad, bro. He's the perfect Mike linebacker that we need, bro. Add linebacker Chad Muma to your list. Okay. I'm writing these down. Do you like the Falcons? Hate them. Team I hate the most in the NFL. Yeah, I love Darian Beavers so much, bro. Second or third round, answer a linebacker right there. I don't like Freddie Gibbs personally, but I like his music. Like, I just like that style of music. I like Joey from New York. I just don't want to cuss. Joey Bad A, whatever. I don't want to cuss on this YouTube channel, but I like that style. I like boom bap. Big L, Tribe Called Quest. I listen to all of that. I listen to literally everything though. You might catch me listening to Young Thug one moment, then Beethoven the next moment. then Big L, then early 2000s rock. I don't know. I can't listen to one thing. Why do you hate the Falcons? Because I'm from Atlanta. So, like, being a burgundy and gold fan in Atlanta and them talking heavy trash, especially while they were, like, moderately good, they were consistently in the playoffs. They ain't win nothing, but they were consistently in the playoffs while we were trash. Because I was in Atlanta before the RG3 season. So everything before RG3 season happened, like, right as I moved to New York. So I ain't get to brag to none of my friends like that because I was already in New York by then. So, like, dating before RG3, that burgundy and gold. All of that, just the complete just suckery. I had to deal with that while the Falcons were consistently going to the playoffs. So, of course, they were talking big stuff the whole time. You know what I'm saying? So, I just learned to hate them. I hate them more than the Cowboys. And I feel like I need to beat the Falcons every year. I got to. I got too many Falcons fan friends. I got to beat the Falcons every year. Every year. Can't go without beating the Falcons. What do you think about Bama linebacker Henry To'oTo'o? I don't love him. I like Nakobe Dean way more. I like Devin Lloyd way more. I prefer Darian Beavers because he's more of a Mike linebacker. Like a more pure, big, just taking up space, 6'3", 250, can shed guards, centers, and tackles, can attack and disengage from them and make plays in the run. Like, bro, come on now. I love Darian Beavers, bro. Definitely more than Henry To'oTo'o. Should we get Pickens in the second? Hey, man. Get Pickens wherever you got to get him outside the first. Even though I think he may make it to the third. Malik will beat the Falcons twice a year. Talking about if he goes to, like the Saints or something. My boy, the great with two, man. Appreciate that. Thanks for the live stream. Thanks for the donation. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. I have not eaten like any food talking to y'all because I just been going on and on and on. I ain't gonna lie though. I may stop the stream and like if I know for a fact Malik Willis is not coming back into this game, I may dip out of here at halftime. Cause I may watch Bailey Zappe a little, but I could be like working on my next video and stuff like that. I mean, I'm having fun live streaming, but it's only been so much time in the day. I want to go ahead and get to working on my next video is why the Washington football team needs a quarterback. And so I even bring up like Terry McLaurin's stats, like of how often he's been open and how much passes have been underthrown, how many contested catches he had to make, like everything. And then like historical stats, like quarterbacks drafted in this range of the draft tend to have six. It's like a whole breakdown of why we need to go crazy on quarterback this offseason, whether it be the free agency, draft, or trade. Why we need to prioritize quarterback above all else. So I have a whole bunch of stats, graphs, all kinds of crazy stuff. And so like I might go ahead and start working on that. If Malik Willis is done for the day, I'm about to go ahead and start working on that because I came here for Malik Willis more than anything else. And the Panthers. I can see that. That's crazy. Auburn had two Westlake guys, Cam Newton and Malik Willis, and then the Panthers would have two Westlake guys, Cam Newton and Malik Willis. That'd be crazy. I mean, he would literally be following Cam Newton's footsteps, same high school as me, and then same NFL team. That'd be crazy. Check out DeMarco Jackson Appalachian State. What's your opinion on Carson Strong? I love his arm. My biggest worry with him is his injury history. Like, I'm not as low on his mobility as most people are that acts like he's literally just Peyton Manning. Like, he just can't, he runs a 6.0 40 time or something like that. I don't think it's that bad. But the injury history concerns me. And plus, I do really want a mobile quarterback. I really want a guy that could go and run 30 yards real quick for no reason. But I like Carson Strong a lot, though. Carson Strong has always been in my top 3. Or at least top 4. Malik Willis is my number 1, of course. Kenny Pickett, Carson Strong, Matt Corral, depending on how I'm feeling that day, are my next 3. And then I got Sam Howell and Ritter, and after those guys, and Bailey Zappe. Like, those are my different tiers. Got Malik Willis in my tier 1. Just off of traits. Sam Howell running the ball. I like it though. I agree, Rico. My music goes from one sound to another, bro. I can't stick with one thing, bro. I can't listen to trap music all day. And I'm from Atlanta. We literally made this. Like, most of the music you hear on the radio is some type of trap Atlanta sound. And if anything, that annoys me. That's why I listen to West Coast music more than anything else. Like Oakland and stuff. Like hyphy music. Even hyphy music back then. But I'm talking about even like currently. Like LA, DJ Quick, all of that. Like, I prefer to listen to that than... I love Young Thug. I love Gunna and all of them. But, like, I can't listen to that all day, bro. I don't know how y'all do it. Again, I'm from Atlanta. But I can't. I can't. I just can't do it, bro. Lil Baby, Lil Key, Lil Got It, bro. Playboy Cardi. I just... Not all day, bro. Not all day. I can listen to West Coast music longer than I can listen to that. So, like, my boy Spank Nitty and Blast and DW Flame, and then going up to Northern California, Mozzie, Briss, EBK, J-Bo, Bounce Back Meek, all of them. I'm way more West Coast. And like I said, DJ Quick, even going back a little bit, Corrupt. And then going back up Northern California, the hyphy music like Mr. Fab and all of them. I can listen to that way more. And I'm sorry, bro. I can't listen to trap all day. I don't know how y'all do it. I appreciate it because y'all making Atlanta, y'all putting Atlanta on. Our rappers just keep getting richer and richer because of y'all, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. I support it, but like I just can't listen to it all day like most people do, bro. It's just not for me. Big into that Detroit flow. Now, I like Detroit too. I prefer Cali. They're really similar. Like, I love All-Star. My boy All-Star JR still my favorite in Detroit, but I like Bangan Lonnie, even though, I don't know, he gained a lot of weight. That caught me off guard. My boy Risk Taker, D-Boy, all of them, Sada Baby, of course. I love Detroit. I've been on Detroit early. I've always, like, I've never been listening to trap all day. So I've been listening to Detroit since, like, before Sada Baby existed. Like, back when, what's his name? What's the name of the group with the four guys that have a strong Cali-sounding accent? They're like, they old heads. Rico, listen to... I love West Side Boogie. I hate the fact that he had to change his name to West Side Boogie because A Boogie with the hoodie overshadowed him. But you talking about the one that's the Campanella Park Blood, the one that's lyrical. That's like a singing Kendrick Lamar, like a more neo-soul Kendrick Lamar. I know Boogie. I love Boogie. He's a Campanella Park Blood from Compton. I love Boogie. He's super like... He's like a more neo-soul Kendrick Lamar. I love Boogie. Me and my boy Harvey love listening to Boogie. I just hate the fact that he had to change his name to West Side Boogie from Boogie because A Boogie with the hoodie like overshadowed him. And I'll occasionally listen to New York music. Like, I'll listen to drill, listen to like the non-drill, like the real New York sound. Because drill, none of that stuff that New York is on right now is their sound. It's either UK, Chicago, which is really based off of that Waka Riverdale stuff that Atlanta was doing earlier. It's like a blend of all of that. But like real New York, like Casanova, Chinks Drugs, and all of them, and what's Buddy name from Far East from Far Rockaway that died? Not Chinks Drugs, the other one. I like that, or I even like going back to boom bap, but I'm not about to listen. I can't listen to drill all day. There's no way y'all listening to drill all day, bro. Y'all walking around your house mad with no shirt on, sweaty for no reason, listening to drill all day. It's no way, bro. It's no way y'all listening to drill all day. It just can't be. I like it every now and then, but there's no way y'all listen to that New York drill all day, bro. Yeah, Chinks Drugs. I love Chinks Drugs a lot, bro. He was fine. But what's the other one though? The light-skinned buddy with the braids that died from Far Rockaway before Chinks Drugs. He was fine too. I can't remember his name right now though. Name is completely out of my head right now. Yeah, he make it happen. Second fumble in Senior Bowl. Y'all love hating on Howell. I'd rather D Ritter than Howell. Coke's Boy. Yeah, the Coke Boy mixtapes was crazy. I keep telling people French Montana is one of those guys, if you take all of his good music and put it in a playlist and delete all the trash, which is like 80% of his music, he's not that bad. Like, he actually used to be a lyricist, like, way, way back. Like way back. Like, rhyming. Like, literally rapping like old Jay-Z, Big L type stuff at one point in time. And then he just said, F it. It's way easier to make trash music, and I can make more money from it because it's catchy. But French Montana actually used to be fine. Back. Youngboy gotta have one of the most diverse. I like Youngboy a lot too. I'm starting to get tired of it a little bit, but one thing I always appreciate about really all them Louisiana people is that they don't sound like Atlanta. Now, I would say 30% of Youngboy's catalog is Atlanta, but like the other 70% is straight Louisiana, and I love that because it's different. I'm tired of everybody sounding like Gunna, Lil Baby, Young Thug, and all of them. So, or Playboy Cardi, like you got the Coi Leray girl that's literally just Playboy Cardi. There's always just some form of an Atlanta sound just being recycled somewhere. And I love the fact that Louisiana, like Boosie, all of them stick to Louisiana. I love that. At least for the most part. Like, I love it. So, I've always rocked with Youngboy just off of that. I can't wait till Sam Howell is doing good and all of y'all be here like staff sucks. We should have tried. Dwayne Haskins, the Commanders, done messed up. He said LMAO, no thank you, New York drill. I like it. I can't listen to it all day. I can't listen to it all day, bro. I like it, but I mean, and I'm really strict when it comes to people making music that like is theirs. And technically, even though New York drill, they started their own flows, they started their own dances, the sound is literally a mix of Atlanta, Chicago, and UK put together. It's not their own. So it's just like, that bugs me to an extent, but at least they put their own flows and dances to it. So it's like, it's kind of theirs in a way, but not all the way. I love Max B. I feel like Max B inspired a lot of people and he don't get credit for it. Like A$AP Rocky, even Wiz Khalifa back in the day. Like how Wiz Khalifa used to remix songs, like other people's songs, and sing over it. Like Max B literally started, like basically how the Who I Smoke and all of that. Like how taking somebody else's song and changing the lyrics over it, like Tim Vocals and all of that. Tim Vocals did it. The Who I Smoke and the Julio Fool, all of that. Max B like started all of that. I love Max B. Especially old Max B was crazy. Free that man. Let me see. Florida State, Florida. I would say Florida's more Florida now, but at first, like a lot, like they were like 60. They were like I would say 50% Louisiana for a lot. Like Young and Ace and all of them were straight Louisiana. Y&R Mookie, a lot of that was Louisiana. I'm sorry, and I love Florida. They have their own sound that they use now, but like, bro, it was like 50% Florida, Louisiana. Like 30% Atlanta and like 20% they own sound for a long time. And then now it's mostly Florida. Like they actually do their own, but they love Louisiana. Like at first I couldn't tell the difference between Young and Ace and JD Youngin. Cause Young and Ace literally made Louisiana music for a minute. What's his name? Dollars or something? Nah, bro. It's Buddy light skin with the braids from Far Rockaway, bro. That's crazy because I'm gonna think of it as soon as I get off the stream. I don't really listen to O3 Greedo like that. I like a couple of songs, but like out of like the West Coast, he's not in my top 30. He's not Briss or Spank Nitty or DW Flame or a lot of them. He not them. But O3 Greedo got some songs. There's no way you would rather have Heinicke than Howell. Nah, of course not. I prefer Howell, but the problem is you got to spend a first or a second round pick on Howell. Well, I prefer to go get somebody else with that pick. Rico, do you listen to DC music? Nah, to be completely honest. I prefer to listen to y'all go-go than that almost Atlanta trap thing that's going on. Like the I forgot. I don't even remember those guys' name, but it's just not for me. I'm not even gonna like trash talk it or whatever. I don't listen to it. I don't listen to that form. Go-go, you gonna get me to listen to Go-Go or Wale way before them other people. Like I'm not listening to that Hood Rich Pablo Juan-ish rap scene. I don't know what that is. And I hate how they call certain things drill when it's not drill, like the Jacksonville drill, the DC drill. It's not drill music they're talking about. Like it is topic-wise, but it's not beat-wise and music-wise. I don't like calling that drill. I prefer to call it trap, if anything. We get Willis, I want to see you get sturdy. You talking about the New York dances and stuff? I actually can do those really well. Nah, bro, it's definitely a way. Sam Howell, C- at best. Nah, I'm not that low on Sam Howell, but he is like 5th or 6th for me. What's your thought on rap battles? I love rap battles. Stack bundles, thank you. Yes, stack bundles, thank you. I love stack bundles. God, that was gonna kill me if I didn't figure that out before the stream. I like battle rap. I haven't watched battle rap in like over a year, but I love battle rap. Like, I like it a lot. My boy Howell the Don, of course. What's his name? Harlem Hospital giving beds out. Lex, whatever his name is. Of course, he's like the OG. It's a lot of them. I like Buddy from North Carolina, the fat guy with the raspy voice. I can't remember his name right now, but I see his face. I'm trying to think of. Conceited was hilarious. Before like Wild 'N Out, Conceited was one of my favorites because he was always. I like funnier guys. I don't like the big energy, yelling in your face, aggressive guys like that. I prefer the wittier, funnier, more creative guys. So like I was always Conceited. I was Hollow the Don. Like I prefer more charisma and personality and funny than what's Buddy from New Jersey that's really aggressive. It's always in people's faces. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. And then who was the one that said to buckle up? He's aggressive, but he's funny. So I can deal with him. The one that said, look like I'm trying to buckle up. Look like my seatbelt don't work and I'm trying to buckle up, whatever. I like him a lot. Even though he's loud and aggressive. I just don't like the loud and aggressive. Charlie Clips before Wild 'N Out, I liked them a lot too. It's the top. Like, I don't like the guys that just be yelling for no reason. It's just a whole bunch of gun bars. I like creativity, funny, when they joan. Like, Goods isn't the best rapper, but he's funny. Tay-Rock, thank you. Goods isn't the best rapper, but he's funny. Like, he's hilarious. He's literally just, like, joning you, like, looking at you, just joning your outfit and all that type of stuff. But he's not the best at all. He's nowhere near one of the best lyricists, but he's one of the most entertaining to me because he's funny. I like the funnier guys. Hollow the Don, Goods, Conceited back then, Charlie Clips back when. Let me see. But I haven't watched anything recently. Like any battle rap that's taking place like the past year or two, I have no idea. Any new of them, I'm behind like crazy. I haven't taken the time. Problem with this organization, we get a QB that we make them feel like a god instead of making them work harder to get better. Y'all, hopefully this is different. I've never been big DNA. I've liked some of his battles, but I've never like loved DNA. K-Shine is a really good lyricist, but I don't know. He's just not funny enough. But K-Shine is crazy lyricism wise. I even like some of his songs. I think he has a song with like Chinks Drugs or something. He has a song. No, Don Q. He has a song with Don Q that's crazy. And he out raps Don Q, of course. But I mean, I don't know. I like the funnier people. If you're funny, you got me. If you're joning and it's not just a bunch of gun bars, you got me. Those are the battle rappers I've heard. Did you even watch Howell play one snap in college? I mean, I did, but I don't really. I don't love Howell as much as everybody else does. But I'm not C-. Like, I don't think he's that bad. Like, golly. Like, if we were to draft Sam Howell, I wouldn't be mad. I like Sam Howell. I like him. I just prefer the other guys. I like Carson Strong's arm. I like Malik Willis's everything, like ceiling-wise. I like Kenny Pickett's floor. I like Matt Corral as a nice blend of floor and ceiling, even though I'm worried about how his durability will be since he's so small. Because Malik Willis is like 6'1", but he's built bigger than like Russell Wilson. He's built like Joe Mixon. Whereas Matt Corral is short and skinny. So I don't know how he's going to hold up. I like Matt Corral a lot, and I like him more than Sam Howell, but I am worried about his build. DNA got the best slogan. I can't remember a buddy from New Jersey. I'm looking at his face right now, but he's like the definition of like, I acknowledge he's a really good battle rapper, but he's not for me because he's not funny. He's just loud, aggressive, and tough. Like that's his whole thing. And that's literally the opposite of what I care about. I'm here to laugh. Sam Howell had no O-line this year and one wide receiver, and he put up the same stats as last year. I mean, I've been saying for the longest, not Arsenal, the other guy from New Jersey with the regular haircut with a fade, like just low cut fade. Bruh, the really aggressive Sue Surf. Thank you, Sue Surf. There we go. He's like the definition of like what I don't care for. He's fine. I acknowledge he's a great battle rapper. But the yelling, the aggressiveness, and gun bars, and that's it, I'm good. I like the trash talkers, the funny joners, creative, charisma, getting the crowd involved, hollow clips before Wild 'N Out, Conceited before Wild 'N Out, Goods. I prefer those guys. There's some other funny people I'm missing. Tay-Rock's loud, but he's funny. All he does is gun bars, but he's funny. Red translations be. Oh, the guy that annotates the battle raps. Sam Howell to sleep on the draft. What was I saying about Sam Howell? But yeah, I've been saying for the longest, Sam Howell and Malik Willis had the worst situations around them out of any quarterbacks in this class by far. I don't even think it's close. I think it's Malik Willis number 1, 1A, Sam Howell 1B, and then big gap, and then everybody else as far as the situations around them, like the offensive line, the receivers, all of that. The run game, the offensive coordinator, those two had it the worst this season easily. Any tight ends catch your eye out there? Not yet. I have to really dive deep into the film. I haven't watched tight ends like all 22 yet. I've seen highlights. I've seen games. But nobody in this draft class is better than Brock Bowers. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. The true freshman. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, there ain't nobody out here better than Brock Bowers. I like Matt, Sam, and Carson. I just don't want any of them. I even like Zappe. I don't think they would fit us. I like Zappe a little bit too. I like Zappe a little bit. He's really fun to watch at least. We need to go along Bates. I'm really excited about John Bates. I think if Logan Thomas is healthy and John Bates keeps getting better and better, I think we have a deadly two-headed monster, dual threat, tight end duo. We can run 12 personnel all day with those two if we're healthy. Sam Howell's the best NFL-ready quarterback. I would say Kenny Pickett's more NFL-ready, but I can see an argument for Sam Howell. I don't think that's blasphemous, but I would say Kenny Pickett's more NFL-ready. Tech 9 was funny. Tech 9 was fun. Tech 9 used to carry Madden soundtracks when I was in elementary school. Tech 9 and Wild Bunch carried Madden soundtracks on the rap end. They also had some really good rock, like Newfound Glory and all of that type of stuff. Back in those old Madden soundtracks like Ray Lewis, Dante Culpepper, Michael Vick covers. But like, bro, Tech 9 and Wild Bunch was carrying the Madden soundtracks back then. Like the early 2000s, boy, it was, bro, Tech 9 and Wild Bunch. Michael Mayer finna be the best tight end in the draft next year. Yeah, but Brock Bowers gonna be the best tight end in the draft when he comes out. And he gonna be better than all these guys. Only guy I've even seen close to him is Kyle Pitts coming out of the draft. You can argue Kyle Pitts is better. I could take an argument for that. But it's literally just Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts over every tight end coming out of the draft within this 3-year window of when Kyle Pitts came out to when Brock Bowers came out. I'm just letting y'all know that ahead of time, so y'all can go ahead and prepare for that. Sam Howell, favorite QB, Baker Mayfield. He kind of looks like him in the face, which is kind of funny. Sam Howell had no receivers, so he had to go through all of his progressions. Yeah, like I said, Sam Howell and Malik Willis were going through it. The team they had was almost always worse than the defense they were going against. Like the offensive line was usually worse than the defensive line they were going against. The receivers were usually worse than the DBs they were going against. Malik Willis and Sam Howell had it the worst out of any of these top quarterbacks. Tech 9 has a new song with The Rock. That song made me mad. Why was The Rock rapping like that? He was rhyming, but the flow was atrocious. The flow sounded like a PowerPoint presentation. Y'all tripping Jaheim Bell the best tight end next year. I mean, again, I don't know about tight ends next year. I just know 2 years from now, Brock Bowers is going to be the best by far. And Brock Bowers better than all of them. Hey, Doug Peterson went to Jacksonville head coach job so he could stick it to Philadelphia this year. Doug Peterson to the Jaguars made too much sense. I forgot who brought it up. Either somebody from the Draft Network, not Benjamin Solak, one of them other guys. Somebody brought it up, or Matt Miller somebody brought it up. Matt Miller, somebody, one of those guys I listened to brought it up like a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, that makes too much sense. I agree, and then it ended up happening. That made too much sense. If Howell was on a good team, all of y'all would have been saying he's the best QB in this draft. Not me, but I understand. Brock Bowers is tough too. Forgot about him, bro, because he's a true freshman. Like, come on, bro. He just stepped on campus and was the best tight end in college football. Y'all got to stop playing with my boy Brock Bowers, bro. I just got a feeling that NFL defense is just going to be too much for Malik Willis thrive. I don't know. I mean, I can see the hesitation. It's not like I look at Malik Willis and I see a perfect prospect. I see why people are hesitant on him. I just envision that, like, again, a lot of the reason why I like Malik Willis is past success I've seen in other raw running quarterbacks. Like Josh Allen, even though he's taller. but they're very similar in traits as far as arm strength and ability to break tackles and how raw they were coming out of college. Jalen Hurts. Malik Willis is literally just stronger arms, slightly faster Jalen Hurts. And if anything, he's a better thrower coming out of college, coming out of Liberty than Jalen Hurts was coming out of Oklahoma. If we're talking about accuracy and all of that type of stuff. So it's just like, and Jalen Hurts, he took the Eagles to the playoffs. So it's just like, I've seen too many scenarios in the past to where these quarterbacks that you could argue Malik Willis is more talented than have had early success in the NFL. Because again, it's a different NFL. It's not 10 years ago when offensive coordinators would take a quarterback and instead of designing the offense around the quarterback, they tried to mold the quarterback around their offense and force them to try to be Tom Brady when they're not Tom Brady. That's when Marcus Mariota failed. That's why he failed. Because they tried to force him to be Tom Brady. If Marcus Mariota would have been drafted this upcoming draft, I think he would have ended up being a pretty good quarterback in the NFL because he would have actually went to a team that ran a lot of the plays that he succeeded with in college in Oregon. Or coordinators didn't used to do that, at least not this often. Quarterbacks now, offensive coordinators now literally draft a quarterback. It'd be like, this worked for you in college. Let's try it at the NFL level. I don't know why it took them so long to start doing it. You gonna be mad if Malik Willis is on the board and they pass on him? Oh, I'm gonna be highly upset. I'm gonna be highly upset. I feel like Howell is a smarter QB than Willis. I mean, I can see that. I can't argue against that right now. The doubt Malik Willis there at level we passed, that would be completely stupid, bro. It would be the dumbest decision we made in a long time. My boy strong about the ball. Malik, don't we? If first read gone, he gone. It's all about system fit with QBs. I completely agree. Yeah, I definitely don't want Sam Howell. Not if he the next Prescott. If we get Malik Willis, really, you have to flip the table or do a backflip. Oh yeah, something's happening, Justin. Something's happening. Something's happening. So Malik Willis is for real done though, like, cause I might dip up out of here. I ain't gonna lie. I want to go ahead and start working on some content, some more video content for y'all. Instead of just watching this, now we're to the point that I like Carson Strong a lot, but I could just watch Carson Strong review highlights. I wanted to watch Malik Willis live. Everybody else is like, I'll look at it later. I'll look at a replay of the game on my own time. But I do really want to get to some content, so somehow I can already throw and run. He is not stuck to one thing. He might show up again. I think he's done. Because we still haven't seen Bailey Zappe. I think he's over with. I definitely think he's over with. Carson Strong is in. Yeah, I like Carson Strong a lot. He's about top 3, top 4 easily out of this QB class. But Malik Willis was the only one that, like, first of all, let me put it like this. Malik Willis is the only quarterback that excites me. If we take any of these other guys that I don't love, even like Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, who I don't love as prospects, either of those guys, I can see a scenario where they could end up being good quarterbacks at the NFL level. So anybody we take, I'm going to embrace. I'm going to be like, that's my quarterback. Let's make it work. But Malik Willis is the only person I'm going to do a backflip for or learn how to do a backflip. He's the only person I'm excited to see. He's the only person I cared about watching live. Everybody else, I'm just going to go back and watch the tape later. Watch the replay of this game. Maybe we can use Malik Willis like Cam in Carolina. Bro, literally do what the Eagles are doing with Jalen Hurts. And I don't see why it wouldn't work. Malik Willis is literally just faster, stronger arm Jalen Hurts. And maybe even more accurate. So I don't see how if the Eagles can make Jalen Hurts work, how Malik Willis wouldn't work. He's literally just more talented Jalen Hurts. Literally. That's like the closest comp you can get to. Or if you want to say Josh Allen, because that's where his talent level is, but just 3-4 inches shorter. That you could slightly faster, but shorter Josh Allen. But just because he's shorter doesn't mean he's, more injury prone. He's built like Joe Mixon. He's like that Russell Wilson build. He's not RG3, short, skinny, whatever, like a twig. You know what I'm saying? So I guess Josh Allen with speed, but shorter. And we're talking about Josh Allen coming out of college. I'm not talking about right now. Josh Allen's top 3 quarterback in the NFL right now when he wants to be. Arguably, he's the best quarterback in the NFL when he's at his best. But I'm talking about Josh Allen coming out of college. We're talking about accuracy. We're talking about decision-making. All of that. Like, literally, the only difference between Malik Willis and Josh Allen is height and speed. That's literally it. Josh Allen has more height. Malik Willis has more speed. That's literally it. Same arm. Malik Willis, when he's drafted, has a top 5 arm in the NFL as far as arm strength. Like, literally, like. But Jalen Hurts, I would say play style wise, is a good comp for Malik Willis. I just think he's just so much of a superior talent to Jalen Hurts. But again, my point is, if the Eagles can go to the playoffs with Jalen Hurts in technically his first season, because last season he only played a couple of games, why can't Malik Willis? Why can't we do that with Malik Willis with a better offensive line? I'll take Terry McLaurin over any Eagles receiver. I don't see why. I don't see where the disconnect is. I think he has a higher floor than people give him credit for, just because of the way the NFL works nowadays. 10 years ago, Malik Willis in the first round is a no-go, because their offensive coordinators were trying to force quarterbacks into being Peyton Manning, and Malik Willis, never. But now in today's NFL, where you see Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, Kyler Murray, how short he is, like, come on, bro. Like, I still see the raw, but Malik Willis is different, bro. I can see a scenario where Malik Willis ends up being a top 7 quarterback in the NFL. Again, Jalen Hurts is balling out. Like, he's winning games. He's taking his team to the playoffs. Like, I just don't. The only reason I don't want Howell is because when he is the best QB in his class, so we pass on him, all the fans don't want him. We'll be complaining that we didn't get him. Dang, that's the definition of what is it? Cut your nose to spite your face. Scott Turner is old school though. When you've seen when Kyle Allen comes into the game that we run more read option, we run play action bootlegs, and we try to throw it deep downfield. I don't know why he didn't trust Taylor Heinicke with doing that. Well, the read option running the ball thing. I understand why he didn't want to throw the ball deep down the field with Taylor Heinicke. But like read option, play action bootlegs, I don't know why he didn't trust Taylor Heinicke with that, but then did when Kyle Allen came into the game. But that showed me when Taylor Heinicke got hurt and Kyle Allen came in that if we just got somebody like a Malik Willis, Scott Turner is going to build the right offense around him. Malik Willis and Lamar Jackson coming out of college. I would say Malik Willis is the better thrower. Lamar Jackson is definitely, easily the more mobile. Malik Willis is crazy mobility. He's going to be the third most mobile quarterback when he gets drafted. But Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray are in their own tier. Malik Willis is the tier right after that, probably by himself, and then it's everybody else. But Lamar Jackson and Kyler Murray are a different level of mobility. Malik Willis is extremely mobile. He's not those guys. So I would say Lamar Jackson was a better runner and is always going to be a better runner. But Malik Willis is built stockier, so I can see Malik Willis breaking more tackles. And Malik Willis definitely, if we're talking about arm talent, has more than Lamar Jackson coming out. But Lamar Jackson I wouldn't say he ran through his progressions more and ran a more pro-style offense than Malik Willis. But he did more NFL-looking things at Louisville than Malik Willis did at Liberty. Like, Liberty just left Malik Willis out there to drown. They no life raft, no nothing. Just go out there and make something happen. So, technically, Lamar Jackson was slightly more polished than Malik Willis, maybe. Then again, this Malik Willis we've been seeing at the Senior Bowl practices is more polished than Lamar Jackson coming out of college. But based on Liberty tape versus Louisville tape, Lamar Jackson, I would say, was probably a little bit more polished. But if we're talking about arm talent, arm strength, accuracy, touch, Malik Willis got it over Lamar Jackson. Probably more than Lamar Jackson will ever have it. If Washington takes Malik, what's our floor and ceiling? I think we have a higher floor than people give us credit for. Let's see. Matt Corral's currently hurt. Those mocks that got us taking him way too early. Did Kenny Pickett play yet? Yeah, he already played. Howell is not a good pocket passer. He had the third most rushing yards as a QB in college this year. Because teams are not going to fall for that, knowing that he can't throw it downfield, it's easy to defend them on those type of plays. Oh, okay. You were answering why we didn't run read option and play action bootleg with Taylor Heinicke. Okay, that's a good explanation. I see that. I can see that. I think we should have still tried, but yeah, I see that though. How still play? I agree. Willis arm is crazy wild. Yo, Rico, not sure if he touched on this, but what are the chances we get one of the 3 top quarterbacks? Willis, Rodgers, Watson. I think Watson is extremely unlikely just because I don't know how they're going to handle that situation. But to me, Watson is best case scenario. Malik Willis is second, Russell Wilson is third. And the reason I say Willis over Wilson is because Wilson is going to require multiple first-round picks and players. Whereas Malik Willis, maybe we have to trade up from 11 to 7, which may not even take another first. It may take our 11th pick and maybe like a second or something. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe next year's first or something to move up like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, value-wise, that's why Malik Willis is second. But Deshaun Watson is clear cut. Easily, by far, best case scenario as far as age, talent, proven quarterback, proven commodity, all that type of stuff. But I just don't think that's gonna happen. Russell Wilson, I think, is the most realistic easily out of all the guys. Rodgers already said he's not going. He's going where Devontae Adams goes, and I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to get Devontae Adams. So I think it's easier to get Aaron Rodgers than it is to get Devontae Adams, and Aaron Rodgers said he wants to go where Devontae Adams goes, reportedly. So how's to live? Does AGG come back if we draft Willis? Yeah, I don't think Willis and AGG played together ever. Howell is a pocket passer. Go watch his 2020 film. He lost De'Ami Brown, all his threats. So Howell needs some help out there. I'm scared of Wilson finger. It gets cold in DC in the winter. Good point. Do you think Willis will be a day one starter if we got him? I can see a scenario where he is. I prefer for him to sit till like the bye week. That's why I think my favorite scenario possible, of course excluding Deshaun Watson, is Jameis Winston for very cheap to start for us week one, because he looked pretty good this last season. He limited his turnovers. Plus, with them having a big arm, that's my Georgia kicker right there. With him having a big arm, we can, Scott Turner can figure out how he wants to run the offense with Malik Willis with Jameis Winston out there, and we can still win some games. He can try some things, throwing deep down the field, all that type of stuff, and a little bit of like play action, bootleg, read option. Because Jameis Winston is nowhere near as fast as Malik Willis, but he's still mobile. So I think that would be like the perfect starter, cheap, especially cheap option. If we're talking about cheap guys, I think Jameis Winston is a great option with Malik Willis sitting behind him learning. I think that's a really good scenario. You're a cool breeze, my friend. You know football's so good. You're a pleasure to listen. Appreciate that, Skin them alive. Very aggressive name, but a very nice compliment. I appreciate it. But I wish we had a permanent QB so we could grab Jamison Williams. Jamison, Curtis, Samuel, De'Ami Brown, and Tyler Terry is dangerous. Yeah, Jamison Williams, bro, and John Mechie gave me heart attacks this whole season, bro. As a Georgia fan, I was stressed out. The SEC championship was not fun. Not fun. One of the saddest I've ever been watching a football game in my life, bro. But we had Jamison Williams and a QB already with the other wide receiver. Oh yeah, we'd be over. It'll be over with. It'll be over with for the NFC East. We have one of the deadliest passing attacks in the NFL. Didn't even think about that. But yeah, man, I'm about to go ahead and work on some content. I just wanted to watch Malik Willis and Kenny Pickett live. The other guys I'll just watch and replay. I'll just look at what they did later on once this is uploaded and stuff like that. Hopefully somebody comes out with some all 22 for it so I can really look at it. But the main part of this was to talk to y'all. That's why I've been going crazy talking. I still have a whole plate of food that I've barely touched because I've been talking to y'all so long. Now the food is cold. But I don't want to just sit here and eat and not talk to y'all. Like, I just don't, just have my mic muted. We just staring at each other, just no conversation. So I guess I'll just eat a little later. I'll heat up my food after I stop the stream. How you feel about Samus Reyes? I still think he has a lot of potential. It's just going to take a while. Like I thought it would. I thought we would have to wait until at least year 2 for him to really be playable. Dang, y'all just came in with heaters right when I'm trying to leave. Y'all just came in with heaters. I got a video game question. Y'all know I'm a huge gamer. The only thing I care more about than sports is gaming. And fragrances is probably like a close third. I love smells. Like, I'm huge on smells. Like, any form of smells. Like, yeah, I got them all. Any of them. So my boy Tricky, appreciate that. Love Rico. Stay positive. Keep your head clear. Big hug. Man, appreciate that, man. You know me, man. I'm cooling. You ain't got to worry about me, man. I'm always chilling. You play Madden? No, I do not. I am a straight shooter game person. I play Smite now. But it's not one of my favorite games to play. It's just a game that like everybody can play because it's like it could be 5 players. It's like 12 of us in a party usually, but it's still a game like 5 of us can play, whereas some of my shooters are like 2-3 people and at max 4. So we usually end up on Smite a lot of the time, even though I don't love that. And then I also and then like every now and then I'll deep dive Arc. Like I'll be Arc as soon as I wake up so when I go to sleep. I love Arc. I'm a big Arc tryhard. Like turret towers, taming, all of that. I am a huge Arc tryhard. But I'm really a shooting game person. I'm huge on shooter games. Like I'm the tryhard. Like I hit Onyx on Halo
months ago. Like that was easily. Like that was a breeze. I'm a huge Halo tryhard. I love Hunt. Hunt's my favorite shooter game to play right now, other than Halo. But my party chat doesn't particularly love to play it. It's really only me and like kinda 2 other people, so I don't end up on that game because I usually play what everybody else is playing. I'm trying to think. PUBG is alright. I don't love it. Apex, I go from loving it to not liking it to loving it to not liking it. Right now, I'm in the not liking it stage. Call of Duty, it just has too many hackers. And then again, I prefer like for my fast pace, I prefer Halo. For my slow pace strategy, like Tom Clancy type of thing, Sand Insurgency thing or whatever, I prefer Hunt. Like if I'm gonna play a slow base game like PUBG, Hunt is better than all of those to me. The Tarkov game, all of that, I feel like Hunt is superior to all of those games. So I got Hunt for my slow pace strategy shooter, battle royale, and then I got Halo for my fast paced multiplayer shooter. Jameson Williams is the best prospect of Wild this year. Blazing speed. We will have to settle with Strong or Ritter in a second if we were to make that move. That makes sense, I guess. Y'all, and then the last one, George Pickens. Y'all know I'm a big George Pickens fan. George Pickens, to me, is the most talented receiver. If we're talking about overall, he's the best receiver in this class to me. If we're talking about height, he's 6'3", an inch taller than Keenan Allen. He's gonna be just as great of a route runner, I feel like. He's super athletic. He's definitely more athletic than Keenan Allen. That's why I feel like the Keenan Allen comp is like kind of fair, but at the same time, Pickens is a little bit taller and faster. And he has more consistent hands, because Keenan Allen has a problem where like he'll make a triple team catch, but then he'll drop an open one. We've seen it as Burgundy and Gold fans going against him. But route running, Keenan Allen is one of the best route runners in the NFL. I think George Pickens is also going to be one of the best route runners in the NFL. It's literally just his injury why he fell off everybody's radar. I think George Pickens, first of all, if we had George Pickens and a quarterback, we would have beat Alabama the last time we lost to them with Jake Fromm. I think George Pickens is the best overall. If we're just talking about potential and talent, he's the best. Yeah, Hunt Showdown, Dominic. That's my favorite shooter to play right now. Halo and Hunt Showdown. Even though Halo, I need them to come out with a different rank because the Onyx thing is kind of boring to me now. Once I hit Onyx, I didn't feel like I have as much to work for. And also, like, their challenges and their battle pass system isn't that entertaining. I literally get on Halo just for the fun of loving to play Halo. But I don't have anything to work towards. Whereas Hunt, I have something to work towards. Like trying to max out hunters and stuff like that. Jameson Curtis. Willis H. I've yet to see anything that would make me think he's the answer third round talent at best. Dang, not even player talent? Hell yeah, we're complete opposites, my boy. Pick the defense on both sides are dominated. Yeah. They said even in the practices, the defensive line has been dominating every offensive line. Like, it hasn't been fair. I'm trying to get in the hut. What do you play? I play on Xbox. It's technically cross-play, but it's not friendly cross-play. Like, I can't, if you're on PC or PlayStation, we can't play together. I can play against you, like if I end up in a lobby with you, but Hunt's weird like that. But I'm on Xbox. Again, I'm Halo, so. I mean, I play Halo on my PC, but I'm Xbox straight up and down. I was PlayStation, Kingdom Hearts, Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, all of that. NFL Street, I used to play the Madden on PlayStation. I used to do all of that until Halo 1 came out. Halo 1 came out, never looked back. I've been a shooter game, Xbox person since then. I didn't care about Call of Duty. I didn't care about, well, technically Call of Duty wasn't out then. I think Call of Duty was out when I was in 6th grade. But either way, I wasn't a shooter game person. I wasn't Xbox until Halo came out. Halo converted me into Xbox and shooter into a shooter, and that's been me the whole way. That's been me since. But I also do like sandbox games like Ark, and I used to play 7 Days to Die. I don't like Rust a lot because they don't have like tames. It's literally just building and fighting. And I like the fact that Ark has tames in it, like dinosaurs and animals, all that type of stuff. So it just makes it more fun and entertaining. But I'm a shooter game person. I have it on PC and PlayStation. Aw, dang. You literally hit everything but what I got. I don't know how that would work. You can't team up with people unless you got the same system as them. I can end up with a lobby and go against you. Or if we were to search at the same time for random opponents, that might be the only way it can work. Like where you do the thing where you search for random teammates and then you turn on crossplay. That might be the only way. Other than that, I can't like invite you to a lobby and start the search. That's the only way. How's like, screw it, I'ma run. Hey, bruh. Offensive line terrible, just like he had in college, just like he had in North Carolina. Po baby. But all right, y'all, man. I'm about to go ahead and do it out of here, man. I appreciate y'all, everybody that pulled up to the stream. Leave a like on the way out. Appreciate everybody that donated. And again, I'm about to work on some content because I got a lot of stuff to do. I have like 40 video ideas. It's really just trying to figure out the perfect timeline for them. Wait, what's going on with my boy Cam Newton right now, boy? What's going on with my boy Cam? Westlake's finest over there. Malik Willis up next, boy. But yeah, I have so much content to work on. It's not a matter of what to do. It's just when to do it and finding the time to do it. So that's why I want to go ahead and end this stream before this game is over, because I want to go ahead and get a head start on some content, because I definitely want to put out a video tomorrow. Used to have Xbox, got the PlayStation. That's what all my friends had. I know some people, that happened to a couple of my Xbox friends. They had more friends on PlayStation. Well, like friends they knew in real life, so they moved to PlayStation. But yeah, Xbox straight up for me. I mean, I have most of my people I know are Xbox, like my friends, family, and I know most, like 95% of the people I'm on Xbox with, I know in real life in some way, whether I went to high school with them, or they're my cousin, or they're one of my cousin's friends. There's like some type of real life connection there. So it's not like, so it's like our party chat are people I know like real life. And it's normally like 8 to 12 people. Back in like 2K15 days, it used to be like more than 16 people in and out. Like we used to have to kick people to fit somebody in. We'd be like, all right, who's the least important person in the party right now, and kick them to get somebody else in. It used to be really bad. But now we're like 8 to 12, I would say, on average. Somehow go a second round, Carolina. I can see that. Man don't even have to move that far. He can go from North Carolina to North Carolina. But all right, y'all, man. Howell's still leading the team in passing with these drops and bads blocking. Hey, bro, that's what he had to deal with in North Carolina too, bro. Drop passes and bad blocking. Same with Malik Willis, boy. Golly. Malik Willis is out there running for his life. But all right, y'all, man. I'm not talking about Senior Bowl. I'm talking about, well, Senior Bowl is kind of running for his life, too. But I'm talking about Liberty. But all right, y'all, man. I'm about to go ahead and get a head start on some content. I appreciate y'all again on the way out. Please leave a like on the stream. Shouts out to everybody that donated. I have a video coming tomorrow. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet, because, again, I have so many ideas. I just need to pick one and focus on one. So I'll catch y'all tomorrow with a video. I appreciate y'all pulling up to this live stream. And, yeah, man, I'll catch y'all later, man. Oh, and before I go too, check out the pinned comment at the top. That's me in my element. That's me around my friends. That's my boy YouTube channel, C.VZ, AOVZ. Please go subscribe to him. Check out those last 2 episodes where it's like the Party Chat podcast. Y'all get to hear us talking about random topics, like debating about random stuff. Y'all get to hear me actually be me, like not the street scores, humble, professional, not cussing me. You get to actually see me around my friends, me, like Atlanta me. So make sure y'all go check out that pin comment at the top, and please go run up those numbers. Subscribe to my boy AOVZ. He's coming out with those often. I mean, maybe not necessarily daily, but he's not gonna go 2 days without uploading something, because we're in the Xbox chat 8 hours a night. Like, I literally work on video. I don't even be playing Xbox. I'll be in the Xbox chat working on videos. Like, I don't go a night without joining the Xbox chat. And why does this ref look like Jamie Foxx? So like, it's always something funny. It's plenty of content. So just stay tuned. Check out that YouTube link I put up there. Definitely go subscribe to my boy and stay tuned for all of that content. Check out those last 2 podcasts, Party Chat podcast videos, because we're just, it's the most hilarious stuff you ever gonna listen to. So again, if you want to see me be fully me, like not humble professional me, go check out that link up there. And also, again, leave a like on the way out, man. I appreciate y'all. I'll catch y'all tomorrow with a video.